Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Very happy to have you here today. This is episode 31 of Tyranny of Dragons. Whew, it's been moving right along. We got ourselves set up for our next leg of the campaign, going to be dealing with a dragon in the forest. And sounds like we have some other intrigues going on within metallic dragons, which should be cool. But as you guys know over here, we do appreciate you guys hitting the like button and hitting that share button and stuff, letting people know what we're doing. But I am just a mere player here. I'm not running anything. We have our Lord and Savior. His name is Bill. So Bill's in charge.
As all.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mighty Bill. Yeah,
If I'm your Lord and Savior, we're all in trouble.
yeah, well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, right, right.
All right. Yeah. So, well, welcome back, everybody. We're episode 31. And let's see, we got a little announcements. We're starting to get light on players. It's been a long gaming session, and people's commitments have changed over the year. So I'm just putting it out there. Maybe I'll wait till some more people jump on the chat. We'll do that. But in the meantime, we'll get started. So, episode 31 on Bugbear's Basement. Our cast of characters tonight include Nicodemus Shadowdusk, our aberrant mind sorcerer, played by Chester, as well as let's see if Zach shows up. I'm assuming that he's going to be here, playing his half-elf paladin, aptly named Leroy Jenkins. Oh, there we go. There's Eric. Hey, Eric. Takes one to know one. Neener. And then we have GOP playing Arstis, the high elf wizard.
That's right.
That's right. And maybe Rabbit will show up. I don't know if the time change is going to throw him off or either way. He's playing Dracul, our drow assassin.
All those silly Brits and not having to deal with daylight savings.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just lucky there.
Yep. COVID restrictions notwithstanding.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, what would you rather have? Daylight savings or COVID restrictions?
It's a tough call. I really hate daylight savings.
I know, right?
Well, we don't have either here, so I don't have to pick.
Lucky.
I don't know.
You guys just have kaiju attacks.
That's right. We're well equipped to deal with them. The funny thing is, this is just as we have half the population in America, extremely modern country, and we haven't had any trouble at all. No, I think we have 1,000 total dead. And that's probably a very accurate COVID number because here in Japan, they don't want to have numbers. So they only report what's legitimate. Yeah. Whereas in America, what are you up to now? 500,000? And you're probably 90% of that's bullshit, right?
It just keeps going up.
Cured heart disease.
It's like George Jefferson, it's just moving on up.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. It's quite disgusting, to be honest with you. Making politics out of death. Whew. Man, you don't get much more demonic than that, you ask me. Hey, Jeff.
But that's not why we're here tonight. Tonight we're here to get away from all that crap and delve into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. And so, just what I was going to say is, we're short some party members. Commitments have changed for people. So I'm looking for 1 to 2 more players. So if you're interested, hit us up on the Discord. And if you're not on the Discord, you could go to Chester or me on Twitter, and I'm at Bill_5 on Twitter, so you could hit me up there, and you can find Chester Busby there too. So
I don't have Twitter.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Yeah, you do.
No,
but you don't use it. Oh, you got rid of it?
No, well, it doesn't.
I haven't.
It doesn't want to work. So
it's probably a bad idea to hit me up there too, because I really don't go on it anymore. But the Discord's great.
Yeah, Discord's best. Yeah.
So. Yeah, that way anyone from the community who would be interested and if you just want to ply your hand and just kind of get a feel for it, we do a guest character kind of thing and just jump in and give it a shot for a session and see if it's something that you'd like to do. So I'm up for that. It's always fun to teach new people the game too. So if you haven't played before and you want to give it a shot, hit us up on Discord.
There it is. I just put it in
So
the put it in the chat. So if you want to come in, yeah, no, we've done several games here on the channel. We've done a superhero one, like we did like a spacey one, we did like a vampire one. We've done a couple of D&D ones as well, fantasy-based stuff. So we've certainly been having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, I think we need another player or two. Not so many, but we have a seat available, and you could have some fun. I think because I'm not a couple of the players I think are probably done. Other ones are just intermittent. And Rabbit, I think it's just because he doesn't realize that he's probably waiting. He'll be here in an hour.
Mhm.
Right. I hope not. But no. And then Zach's usually here. But anyways, I think Ninja and Jimmy have a workload and they're not able to commit right now. So
well, the only
which is
reason
cool.
I'm on your schedule is because I do a YouTube show.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be. There's Bob.
Bob!
There you go. Oh,
shit.
Bob.
Hey, Bob. Hi. Are you back?
No,
Did
I just stopped in to say hi.
Did
How
you
you doing,
answer
dude?
the call? The
How you
call
been,
to
man?
join us?
I ain't talked to you guys in a while. How you been?
Doing well,
Oh,
man.
we're good. I thought you were just eager because we were saying that we could use another player or two, and you were just like, yes, and you jumped in at the perfect moment.
Sorry about that, man, but like I'm getting ready for work anyway, so.
All right.
Sorry.
Well,
How's it
I
been,
guess
dude?
if you have
It's
work,
been all right, man. Dude, I've been missing you ever since we stopped doing pontificators, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
We got to do something to fill that void.
Oh, we could. I'm using it. I kind of switched over and have my staff meeting on that time now.
Well, you're all crazy with your schedule and everything over there.
I am. I'm always juggling stuff, but that's all right. That's part of the hectic fun,
Yeah.
But no,
How's
we
your
should
game been
definitely do
going?
something together, though. Figure out a time, yeah.
Yeah. How's
a
your game been
wild
going?
Zachary appears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't
All
talked to
right.
Zach in a while either.
Yeah,
Hey, what's
right.
up, Bob?
it's like,
Well, cool.
it's like someone took our clubhouse away.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know why Art so arbitrarily just decided that
He did it so he could have all of the pros. Like literally today, he had a thing where it was just like him and all the pros that used to work together, and there's like 6 of them, and so they took over. So he kicked us out so he could put them in.
That and he's trying to do more morning stuff rather than
That's
evening
true.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, but no, I just stopped in to say hi and then tell you guys have fun with your game, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take off and get ready for work.
All
sure.
right, dude. Well,
All
have a
right,
good
man.
night.
Have a good one.
Take it easy,
Later,
guys.
Bob.
Take it easy,
Later,
Bob.
Yep.
We miss you, Bob.
I miss you guys too, man.
Please come back.
Baby, come back.
And it's gone.
Yeah. In and out.
Mhm.
That's what she said. Bob is a quick one.
Indeed.
Just kidding, Bob.
I feel
Jen
like this
says
is a lot
that
of
half-elf
tonight.
paladins are the Star Trek red shirt equivalent of D&D. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Who
Yep.
who said that?
Yep.
Jeff Botts.
Mhm.
No,
Jeff
Jeff.
Bots. Jeff's been pretty quick on the keyboard so far. He's pretty funny.
Mhm.
But yeah. Okay, so with 3 of you guys, we'll get started. The second council of Waterdeep has just concluded. You're outside, about ready to get back into your carriage when you're approached by the ranger, who representative of the Emerald Enclave. I think his name was Delan. And very what do you want to say? A very candid fellow. Tells you exactly what's on his mind. And he was going on and telling you how, he knows the king is full of it. Hey, there's more going on. And he's just covering up. And he proceeds to just recruit you guys into helping out with the problem that they're having, the dragon incursions. He's told you as much as that there is a green dragon. And it has decimated at least 3 towns, and it's attacked 4. So Another thing though is, so you were there in front of him, and you guys were going to commit to it, and I believe that you did. Um, the situation now though is you're like party members, but let's see where we go from here. So Delon says, so I've been working with with another member of the Enclave, and they are convinced that the dragon is gaining ground, and they're also convinced that the dragon is being assisted by one of the worm speakers. I don't have visual confirmation yet, but we do know that their tactics are suspect. I myself have also been in communication with the prince of the Misty Forest, the son of King Melandrak, and Melandrak's son, Prince Alagarthus, has been leading the fight to try and repel the forces of this dragon, and has been undermined. And during that time, the dragon's deceit led him to different directions, and then it ambushed and destroyed towns while he was led astray. And now, once you think, okay, that is still a tragedy, but 4 times, God, that means it is foul magic at work. So,
Okay.
when you
Let's see. What information do you have of dragon? Specifics, whereabouts, cohorts.
Well, the northern part of the forest is showing evidence of corruption. So, that is a trait of the green dragons. They corrupt all that they touch.
So the north. You have other information?
Yes, the surviving city was Otlan. It was only partially destroyed. We've lost Willendale, Zandiel, and Cryodel.
Wow. All right. So
what
it's
else?
serious.
And the only the most fortified place is Miantar, which is the capital city, which I have never been to. And actually getting into these villages is incredibly hard to be if you're not an elf. And these are very private wood elves. They really do shun communication with the outside world. The closest human settlement would be Daggerford. Is the forest itself, directly to the east is the High Moors, which is incredibly deadly.
For us to look at?
No, I don't carry maps, so my maps are all in my head.
No,
I'm a ranger.
I mean out of character.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could go to a place where you could go look up on a map. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
If
know
you
if
want
you
to-
had like one on hand. That's fine.
Well,
We've
I'm sure
been
we could go
fighting a
back
lot of-
inside Waterdeep and look at one of their maps if you'd like. Go inside the castle.
Well, I was just curious. So
You're out
I
of
would
character.
assume-
Okay, so
out of character, yes. This is all just out of character talking to you. I'm curious, how much detail do I know about dragons exactly? Like okay, as far as their corruption, I'm curious, is it like a radius out from wherever their lair is? Like, is it an equal radius around their lair? Where
give me a history check.
Okay. That's not bad. That's My history is pretty high. Hold on. Trying to pull up the numbers on my phone. So that is a 22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for green dragon, the size of the dragon makes a difference. Since they're the way their nature is that they do like to corrupt as their area gets larger to accommodate their size, as opposed to, let's say, a blue dragon that prefers the coastal regions and likes water, so it can be a little bit nebulous. With the green dragons, though, you know that areas that they corrupt, they ensorcel or enchant the flora and fauna in their where they corrupt. It's not just death like a black dragon where things just start, rotting and decaying, which also. But the green dragon actually will manipulate and enchant and corrupt the wildlife, the plants, so that they can actually become part of its own essence in a way.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So
no,
the size. So you'd have to know how large this creature is. If it was ancient, it could take a very huge chunk of the forest. If it's an adult, you're looking at a difference. It's going to be smaller. If it's a younger dragon, it would be, it would be brand new and just starting off, corrupting. So you need to find out how long it's been there to determine how much of it has corrupted it.
well, it's not so much that if it's a radius and it's somewhat equal on all sides, I can generally, just from looking at a segment of it, like, I mean, well, I personally can't do the math on it, but I know it's like, you could determine the radius of it and thus determine the center point or a general location to which you don't have to go searching around a bunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So for that, though, also, like I said, you go
Hey,
inside to the keep. Yeah, you go inside to the keep, and we're all the way down at the bottom. Let's see if I have a better map. Boop, boop, boop. Boom. Okay. Here we go.
all
The
right.
Misty Forest. Okay. So for scale, let's look at the key. So that's 100 miles across from largest.
Yeah, it's a pretty good size forest.
So again, it's about 100 to north to south here in its longest points. So yeah, it's a fairly large forest. And again, its corruption is an instant. It builds over time. So part of it, you have to determine how long has it's been there to understand how much of it's infected. If it's been there for 3 or 4 months, it's going to be a different level of infection as if it's been laying there for a longer time.
No, I
Relative to
understand
its
that.
size. Okay, so that's where I'm thrown off. So, as far as like a ancient dragon has 1,000-mile radius, and a young adult dragon has a 2. That those kinds of numbers you have to go find a table or find someone who's an expert in dragon lore.
Yeah, it's not so much the lore, it's just the idea is that if you have a radius and you can figure out a general, like even a segment of that radius, and you know that it's a radius around, so it's generally going to be the same way all the way around from a center point. It's not a dragon it's a mathematical question. It's like simply saying, I mean, like Chester, you know what I'm talking about, right? You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, no, a
No, I
corrupted
understand what you're
area.
saying
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. So it's like yeah, basically if we could just find a segment of it and we could generally get a measurement of a certain area, then we could figure out the the area around, and then we can figure out a central point. Even if it's not going to be exact, we can get a point where we go, okay, it's going to be in this spot, somewhere in this area. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm overcomplicating it. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be like some we could run into and say, no, they're right here. Um, Okay, well, I don't know. Is it a dumb idea? I don't know. That's just an idea. Just a thought.
No, it's an idea. It's an idea you can go with. But
All right.
like I said, you do know there's been areas that have survived that can give you information.
True. That's probably the more direct way to go. Okay. I mean, we can always start there, anyways. That's probably a better place to start than what I was thinking, because he is working with other elves, so we'll have to figure out, exactly who's involved, and that means getting information, and that's more Chester's department.
Yep.
So, okay, well, I guess we'll continue on. Make sure everyone knows what's going on, and yeah. Hey, getting a little arm action there,
Arm.
huh?
Do.
Oh.
Bye. Wait. Okay. Bye. Oh. All right. Where's the map?
Okay, so
Oh,
for
there we go.
us to dump into the misty forest and go deal with the dragon, we need another party member. I'm going to bring Hirsa with us. She's a life cleric, so
Clerics are good.
she's not as banging as we
Okay.
are, but that's all right.
So, but offline, I think I have notes on her. Let's see. She's the one who helped out when you guys got back from the tomb, right?
Yes, several times back. I had 3 people that were ghosting us, right? But she's a straight up a life cleric. I put her together to be a healer. So I mean, she's not.
Yeah, there she is.
And
Okay.
she's not a
I have
natural
notes on her.
PC, so it's not as badass as we are. But there's a couple damage spells in there.
Lady
and lots of
Hirsa.
healing.
Yeah, 10th
Yeah.
level cleric. 10th level cleric of Sunni. Okay.
That's right.
So that would be appropriate. I'll allow it. Because you need another
We do,
party member.
and she can maybe
You're going to
keep
go
us
this
alive.
route.
She's got she's a half elf. She's got a couple of basic. She's got boots of Elvenkind and cloak of Elvenkind. She has oath bow like her father.
Half elf?
She's half elf.
Half elf?
Yes.
She half elf?
She is.
Oh my
yes.
god.
You've seen her before. You're the one.
Hey.
She's the one you walked in on with Nicodemus. It's his cousin.
So, anyways, just to put things out, Chester. So Dave and Lady Celtic Moon just jumped in, and Jeff is here. I was just going to say, guys, we're looking for another player. So if you guys are interested, just hit us up in the Discord. There you go. Okay. So, all right. So if you're going to go, you're going to need to bulk up. You're going to need to get whatever armaments, gear, and whatnot that you're going to need for the journey. Unless you're ready to go, set out from here.
Yeah, I would just teleport in to where he thinks would be.
You can't just teleport in.
Well, that's to an area closest to that we can, and then we'll trek the rest.
Okay.
Probably
well, let's see
start
how
at
that goes.
Partially destroyed city, the one that's not completely destroyed, and probably see what information we can find there.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Or we could just hoof it,
Well,
'Cause that might-
we'll at least get us close to the Misty Forest. I mean, we don't have to trek 3 days.
No, we really could just go to that one place and just have them teleport us over there. But
Yeah. Just to cut the journey stuff out,
You do what you can. All right. So that means you guys are going to go to the House of Wonders, right? And
yeah,
talk to your contacts there. And and let's see. Then you would probably need to take the time to go talk to Remy and Onthar and let them know what you're all doing.
Yes.
All right. And we could cut to the chase. We could role play that out. kind of getting into having characters
sure,
talk
go
to you
ahead.
guys. So, but
I'll do that.
yeah, it's more engaging, a little more theater. So you haven't seen Remy leave yet. You guys are still out front of the castle, and you'd make your way back in to the palace of Waterdeep Palace. It's as you do, guards see you coming. They nod. They let you through without any questioning. You're all very well recognized as deputies of Waterdeep in the palace. But it would be helpful to ask directions or something. So you talk to a guard and say, well, Lady Haventry is still in conference in the throne room with Lady Silverhand, and you wish to see her?
Yes, please.
Yes, they do. So they go. they said, "We'll yes, follow me." It takes you up through the halls, these majestic halls that are still bearing the banners of all the different dignitaries who've traveled through the Mithril Hall, the Misty Forest, the Burning Fist, the Blazing Bum, the I don't know, El Turgard, all these
Watch
different
out
places.
for them. Yeah.
The Blazing Bums. Mm.
They sneak. The murder
They do run a
hobos.
nice taco stand.
And then it is. It's you can find that in the dock ward at Waterdeep. As you get announced, Lady Silverhand, the doomed cats wish for an audience. The steward announces, brings you up. The steward meets you, greets you, takes you up to them. Remy and Laurel are sitting in her throne. Remy's a few steps down, talking to her as they turn to look at you. And he said, "Cats, what can we do for you? What is it?
Well,
This is not too unusual, but what is going on? You look as if you have something of great importance upon your brow."
Indeed, we do. I explain the situation in the Misty Forest, and explain that we do need to get the elves 100% on board. It seems that the Elf King is embarrassed, shall we say, to admit the problem. But by
Oh.
solving his situation, we should be able to get him on board 100% and then be unified.
Well, we do agree with you. The clan has given us the same information. I would assume that the dragon has been encroaching, that there has been great loss, that his belief that since he's kept his capital safe and that he's invulnerable is a falsehood, and his own pride is getting in the way, and to the detriment of his own people. So you do have our blessing with this. We wish you Godspeed, but we also have another bit of information
All right.
that was not discussed in the council due to some of the fervor. Varnum has been our prisoner for the last 2 weeks, and we have been questioning him. And the host tower assumption of the Well of Dragons being the focal point for the return of Tiamat corresponds with Varnum's confession. But his confession was tested through his zone of truth. But we also know that Varnum is fearing for his life now that he has failed his leader, whose name is Severin.
Yes.
And Severin is the worm speaker of the Red Dragons.
We have seen him.
So we believe that we have seen Severin.
Yes.
Oh, good. Tell me about him.
You talk about the the red wizard we saw in the Skyreach, right?
No, young Nicodemus.
No, I'm talking
Severin
out
is
of character. Out of character.
It's the leader of the... Oh, no. Severin's the leader of the cult. No, you saw Wrath Modar.
Oh, I see. Is that the half dragon?
Wrath Modar is a red wizard.
No. Is Severin the
You
half
never-
dragon?
No, that was Resmir.
That was Resmir. We've seen
Resmir
Severin,
was
haven't we?
Resmir was the. No, you haven't. This is
okay.
this is a illumination to the story, to the plot.
Oh,
I know
I
it's
see.
been a long time, but
I thought we had seen
so-
that one. All right. Then I don't say that. Okay. Backtrack.
yeah, no, I get it. No, from what we've been able to discern from Varnum, Severin was the catalyst for the change in the cult's modus operandi. He had taken them from a cult that worshipped and created Draco liches to becoming a cult that worships Tiamat and desires to bring her to the mortal plane. His rise to power was contested by older members of the cult, and those that are still alive are not incredibly pleased with them. I cannot say for all, but not everyone is in agreement with Severin's designs.
Yep. Actually, I say that Aristides and I were having a similar conversation. It was to our understanding of our knowledge we have gained in our life that the cult of dragon were associated with Draco liches, but now they're associated with Tiamat. I have done some studies on the lower planes, and I do understand there's this constant battle for the seat of the undead Lord Orcus. Is this some play that Tiamat hasn't that is doing? We are confused.
The change of motivation for the cult, we know, is directly caused by Severin. And Severin has been in communion with Tiamat.
Huh.
And she bestows powers upon the followers of the cult now. And is why they have been able to gain the ability to fly and cast spells that are of a draconic nature, whether it be acid or ice or lightning. They've been able to change their with that power, they've been able to recruit hundreds of more followers, and they've grown in size, and that swelling in size led to Severin's constant advancement throughout the cult ranks until he has finally become the High Dragon Lord and Worm Speaker of the cult. And through this, and through advancing different members of the cult, each lieutenant or captain has become a Worm Speaker and represented a dragon. And with that, they were bestowed a magic item known as a dragon mask. Varnum was foolish enough to have his stolen, which is why he was in the tomb of Deterius to try and use the ancient scrying well to find the location of the mask.
So the cult has
Without that
betrayed
mask,
their initial ways for something new.
They have changed their goals.
I see.
It's not to say there may still be Dracoliches in there. I'm certain there's still Dracoliches in their ranks. But they did not have as many living dragons. Now, with the summoning by the Dracahorn, there are an untold amount of chromatic dragons. Varnum has told us many things, and he also fears for his life because he knows that now he is a marked man by the cult. So, and by telling us everything he can, as well as your other informant that you captured early in your adventures. Does anyone remember her name? Because I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember her name either.
What was her name?
I'm sure it's written down here in the scribbles I have in the notebook.
So the court is aware that we've captured Varnum. I would assume.
Yes.
Most likely.
It's safe to assume that they also know that you were involved in his capture. Because now they are hunting you.
Oh, I'm fine with that. But this could be used to our advantage. If we could make it look like Varnum escaped. Perhaps he escaped to the forest we need to proceed to. We could lure out the green dragon into a trap.
Go on.
Well,
Well,
we would have.
in order to do that, we would have to have an imposter. Because part of our alliance with the dwarves is that Varnum will be moving to Citadel Anbar for judgment.
Well, it could be quiet. I mean, we could discuss perhaps. We don't actually have to get rid of him. The idea is if we could perhaps find a place to hide him that only we know about, keep a small circle, then we could have someone go in disguise to the forest. As long as the Dwarf King knows this, but no one else does, we can make it look like he escaped. We can always give him over to the dwarves afterwards.
You want to put Varnum back in play? Really?
No, I don't actually want to put Varnum back in play. The idea is that we would go.
A ruse.
Yes, it's merely a ruse. Varnum would still be here, and he would simply go to where the dwarves want him to go afterwards. He still is going to go judgment by the dwarves. That isn't changing. It's just the timetable
Well,
that
I
would
think
change.
I like the way you're going, says Remy. But I think him escaping would be tipping our hand too much. Because the cult wouldn't let him go without people on the inside. And the people on the inside, if they found him, they would just take him, kill him in the dungeon. I think maybe if we let loose him being expedited and have that be our ruse.
True. But that's probably not going to involve the green dragon. The idea is getting two problems out of the way at once.
I think the female you're talking about, his name was Frulum, by the way.
Frulam, yes. There you go. Get extra 100 experience points.
Yay!
Yeah, good for you, buddy. My idea is, what if I disguised myself as I use disguise self, or maybe, yeah, if I use disguise self, and then we travel to the forest, and then we spread the word that he escaped, and then just have me seen around the forest, or seen within the forest. The idea is that if we find a location that's a defensible location, somewhere we can lay down traps, and we spread rumors, and we show like my character running around the forest as this guy, then we can lure the green dragon in. That's my thoughts. Maybe I'm overcomplicating, but that's my thought on it. I don't know. I don't know. What does the rest of the party feel about this idea?
I don't know that the Green Dragon would care about Varnum at all.
Well, if he's part of the cult.
It's a dragon.
True. But there's still green dragons happen to be the most intelligent of the dragons.
Zach?
Well, it's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
I'm going with whatever. Literally, I'm all along for the ride.
Oh,
I'm just
fine.
a meat shield.
You
Fair.
can just go in and kill things if you want. I guess that'll work too.
I'm not political. My character's not very political. You know, he just kind of
Zach,
goes.
you've been promoted from meat shield to third in command.
Okay.
No, you can't. You gotta. You gotta have some input. So nothing like a overcomplicate. Yeah, pots. Nothing like an
I just want to do. I
overcomplicated
want to make
plan
sure
for
that
guaranteed
Yes,
success.
It's
They
like my
always
answer is
work.
going to be based around the like making sure that I'm protecting innocent people. So if
Mhm.
there's danger and there's if there's a threat, then my answer is always to go and take care of it. So, and how we do that, I'm just gonna say is like gonna be probably like the most moral way to do it. Like not killing as many people as like I would imagine Wisp would.
Oh, sure.
Um.
All right.
So my opinion on this is like if this is the best way, if this is the best course of action, that people that are wiser than I, think that this is the way to do it, then I guess this is the way to do it. And it's going to be there to make sure that we don't murder too many people that don't
Oh.
need to be.
I figured it. All right. Forget using him as bait for the green dragon. Fine. But here's a different idea. In order to weed out anyone who is within the working with for the cult within the castle, what if we fake his escape, but we tell different people that we believe he went to different locations? We can perhaps figure out if any of those people are traitors if the cult shows up to those locations. How about that?
Well, that might be useful to the alliance itself. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that'd be different from our goal, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, because as far as the dragon goes, Nicodemus's opinion is, seeing as the green dragons are quite clever and cunning, I would rather not have them have any clue whatsoever that we're coming.
All right. Well, then I think we should head off then. I mean, unless you have any other information you need.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. I think we just need to get
All right.
that city under siege and gather information.
Okay. Let's go do that then. And
Well, Godspeed to you.
Yes. And I just start walking towards where we need to go.
Okay. Um. So with that, we just run into a slight hiccup on who's all going. With not too many, with missing half the party, I think we'll just phase them out right now. And if they, if things change, then we'll phase them in. But right now, it'll just be the three of you.
Yeah,
And the
that is
reasons will be
they're off
immaterial.
they're off doing mysterious evil things. Okay.
Yeah.
Especially Barebone.
Well, I mean, Barebone's doing his
Especially
thing.
Barebone.
Wisp has some, Vision Quest thing he's doing, and Dracul has his issues. So
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just bring Hersa along.
Well, okay.
You still forget that.
So
Whisper
you make it
Girl.
to you make it to the well, or not the well, the house of wonders in Waterdeep. And there is Estelle and Ruth. And you go up to your friends, your acquaintances, and tell them as they're eating dinner. That's why they said, "Well, lads, welcome back. Where are we going today?"
The Misty Forest. The city.
Oh,
What's the name of the city? GOP.
Oh, what was it called again? Darn it, I'm having a brain fart on the name. Because
What's-
you mentioned 4 different cities. What was the one that didn't get destroyed?
Altland.
Altland. Yeah, that one. We want to go to Altland. It is under siege, however.
It's difficult. The Misty Forest is not really a place that allows us to go in when we want to.
Then how close?
Oh, sure. I believe we can get you as close as Daggerford. Oop, oop, oop. Too far south. Scroll up. I'm totally lost in my own map. There you are. Hardmoors.
Yeah.
Daggerford. There you go. That will give you a pretty good jaunt. There's
And where did you
Daggerford.
say the city is located within the Misty Forest?
No, it's quite a
The one
ways
we're
out.
going to?
I'd say it's about 2-day hike.
No, I mean like where in the Misty Forest is the city that we're going to? That's what I'm curious
Oh,
about.
that's right. Maybe we can get a map here.
Well, there's no map for the Misty Forest.
Oh,
There's no map.
elves.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I'm sure he would have told us the location of the
Well, the ranger's
city
coming with
within the
us,
Misty.
isn't he?
I'm still here, lads. Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
thought
no
so.
map
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
Misty Forest. We're gonna have to. We're gonna just have to talk to some
Is
people when we get there.
is there a map here? Could you point it out on a regular map, just the general area, which part of the forest? It's a large forest, so it'd be kind of
Yes.
good to have a specific location that we're going to.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
My contact is in the forest right now, so we just have to go there and find him.
All right.
It's not a
Well,
problem.
let's just get the journey underway then, I guess, and we'll follow him
Wonderful.
to where he needs to go.
All right.
Now, just real quick question, Zach. Hirsa was actually raised amongst the elves. Probably here, actually, in the Misty Forest. So Hirsa probably, I didn't really detail that out, but she was raised amongst elves somewhere in the local area. So, what about your character? You're half elf as well. Were you raised amongst
Yeah,
elves,
I was raised
or
by my dad, which is a human.
Okay,
So I remember you met my father.
I
He's
have.
the
Yes,
he so
he's
so that's
mean
where I
and
was
he's a
raised.
meanie.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's my deal. I don't even
Okay.
know who my mom is.
All right. All right. So we do have at least one person amongst us who understands the way of the elves, and then we of course have if our wizard is awake, we have an actual elf. So
True. Although who knows how long that'll work.
yes. Well, I'm just saying as a backup because clearly understand the elves. You're the dude. But if you're not awake, we at least we have she understands their ways at least. So
What do you guys? You didn't want to get anything before you left?
what do we
I
need?
mean,
Yeah, money burning a hole. You got money burning a hole in your pocket? Anything like that? Just giving you a shot, Zach.
just basic supplies.
Yeah, same here.
I would like a map, but I mean, I've got a pretty good sense of direction. Like like if I generally because there's a river going along, so it wouldn't be that hard to get to the Misty Forest that way. But once again, we have
I mean, you
a
could
range.
get a rudimentary. You get a rudimentary map of the Sword Coast. It's not as detailed as this, but you could find that if you want. That's
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
problem.
something like that. Basic supplies, and I don't know what else I would need. So
No, I think I'm good. I have everything on me that I need. I'm not bringing the entourage. I'm just bringing Hirsa with us, and of course, I always have the coatl on me, but that doesn't have a combat aspect anyway. So
plenty
Okay.
of rope.
And I have a bunch of supplies I never used from our last journey. Like I think I only used one
Okay.
potion, so I'm fine. And I have, I guess, just basic food supplies for how long our journey is and stuff, whatever that's going to cost.
Okay. So now it's breaking on evening. After going to the council, deliberating with everybody, walking up here to this part of
Sure.
the city. They can do it for their usual fee, which if I remember right, it was 5 gold for a teleportation. They can send you to Daggerford into their sister temple there.
yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Let's see. Let me get give me a wisdom check, Zach.
No. Okay. I'm not wise. Character's not wise.
What's your wisdom?
Oh man. Okay. That will be a 16.
Hey, that's good enough to remember that you probably should send a courier to Hildar and tell him you're going to be adventuring for
Party.
the crown or for the council.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Before-
fair enough. We let our people know what we're doing, of course. Yeah, and I do have my
Well, those
travel
are things
tent in me, in my bag. So
in you.
in my bag.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, wow.
I
I've
walk
got
a little
this
I'm not
weird.
gonna go down that road.
You guys haven't
Tentacles.
noticed.
I'm not gonna go right on there.
Okay, so courier comes and says, oh yeah, I get to do a message for Leroy Jenkins. Yes, sir. What will it be?
Oh, God.
Oh, damn it. Is this the same courier from which courier is this? Is this the
This is a halfling with red hair, freckles.
it's a new one.
You know, with a really bulbous nose. And he's got red hair on his feet, and his feet are pretty dirty from running around. But no, he's got his courier sash on. He's got his courier hat. He's kind of just sitting there running in place. He's like, I'm good to go. Man, I'm going to do the best job I ever can, just for you, sir. What's the message?
Kill him
Okay.
and then get rid of him.
Good lord.
Where am I going?
And I'm gonna just ask him. Say, why are you so excited?
You're a
Well-
legend.
Am I?
You're a hero. You're a hero of Waterdeep, and you pay awesome. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Who told you that?
I'm sure the word got around.
Everybody
immediately.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Like before you even got the guy to like say he wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sure
right
that-
here.
See this.
Yep.
As soon as
All
someone
right,
gets, if anyone gets a Jenkins call, man, they are fighting for it. He's like, I had to go run over 2 other couriers to get here first. There's 2 more outside who are just catching their breath right now. But they didn't beat me. I got here first.
All right.
Yeah.
What do they pay you that you get so
He's breathing
excited? Anyways, so my message to my master is I have been summoned by the council to go on this adventure for the sake of the land. Yada hyped up things, and it's very important, and I must leave immediately. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I will be back as soon as possible. And
Also-
you know, and that's what I want to send to him. So
Okay.
I look at him curiously too. I'm like, how do you always keep finding us? Like, all you people, like you
Yeah.
always just know where we are all the time.
Oh, well, we just do a location spell.
Hmm.
I needed
Unless
to
you're
get
trying to,
an
unless you're trying to
anti-
hide. Unless you're trying to hide, we'll find you.
So you guys just go everywhere and give messages.
Well, we've got license from the council to be able to use a location spell. We can find you anywhere in the city,
Oh,
which
with
can't
the
cause
city.
a problem, though. Yeah, anywhere in Waterdeep,
Oh,
even out to some of the outlying parts. You know. Oops.
but
Yeah.
like if we were to try to send a
Field
message
Ward.
to someone,
Can't find
in
you if you're in
Misty-
the Undermountain, though. We don't go to Undermountain. We could leave a message for you in the Yawning Portal, but we're not going under. Sorry. It's where I draw the line.
No trips to the Misty Forest. Then all right.
No, we don't leave Waterdeep. This is Waterdeep. We're here all day, every day, 24 hours a day.
Okay,
So,
then that's all
just-
I
okay.
need to go. Just leave.
Just to let you know, Zach, a gold piece in 5th edition is equivalent to $100.
Oh, it's like
Yeah, I usually make like $1 a day,
holy crap.
Yeah.
and a couple
Well,
coppers a
Just
day.
think of copper
For
as
and then
being, dollars, and 10 coppers to a silver, 10 silver to a gold, right?
and we
Okay.
work on tips, mostly tips. I mean, we get paid below minimum wage because we work in the courier
There's no minimum wage. This is
industry.
fantasy. Keep that shit out of here.
Yeah.
Don't-
Fair enough.
Well, if you want to tell the DM what to do, that's one mark.
Oh,
Okay.
The
All right.
minimum, the minimum wage that people will work for. You could just go with that.
There we go.
You know.
As in, we get paid for shit for the day. All our money is basically in tips.
Well, anyways,
So that's why
I
we all want to see the Jenkins.
uh,
A Jenkins call is a money call. So
is there another service I can go
Well,
with? I'm asking a DM. I'm not asking
Nope.
him. I don't want to say that out loud.
oh, is there another courier service in Waterdeep? Well,
Yeah.
none as reputable as these guys.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of people who can carry a message for you, but these guys always deliver. I mean, it's a
Always.
guild.
Oh, it's
They're
like
the
if they
courier
don't
guild.
do it, they'll like, even if it's like somewhere dangerous. I should have. Dang it! I should send him start sending him on really dangerous tasks. So if they want, they got to earn it. they gotta earn that gold.
Yeah, just keep in mind you are a millionaire.
Yeah, technically.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I know.
pretty
So
loaded.
I give him the gold coin and it'd say, "Be off with you." I'm getting kind of annoyed.
Well, have a safe journey. You
Yeah.
certainly aren't as nice as you say you are. And he runs off.
Ah, the legend, the legend deludes.
Yeah. Well, never meet your heroes. They're usually assholes.
No, that's it. But let's keep going. It's
Yeah.
not like we have forever.
Okay.
And there's that
so
arm
there's my
again.
sexy arm again.
Ooh,
Woohoo!
it's got hair on it.
There. Yeah. Yeah, there is. Whoa, is that a new thing for you? But now you guys teleport. You
I
guys
like
can
him
see
clean
this bit.
shaven there, Bill.
All right, I'll work on it. Next Tuesday.
He's going full
I'll even
swimmer just
shave
for
the
you.
eyebrows. No,
All
but
right.
yeah, be ready for the swim. There is you guys get led into the room with the teleportation circle.
Mhm.
You're led into the center of the circle. It glows with a radiant blue light. And you guys are instantly inside another teleportation circle in a chamber that is not as grand as the one of the Hall of Wonders. It still it's made with brick and stone and is adorned with appropriate glyphs. And the room basically has 6 archways which make up the room. Each archway leads out, and you see a purple robed attendant, and they said, "Welcome to Daggerford. I am Acolyte Halir." Just threw that off. I just coughed that out. Halir! I'm Halar, the Acolyte of the House of Wonders in Daggerford.
Well met.
Well met. And so you guys leave the building?
Well,
Yep,
I say we need accommodations for the night. Where do you suggest?
Oh, yeah, that's right, Daggerford. Well, the Broken Barrel is a fine establishment.
Thank you. So go to the Broken
bow.
Barrel and get some rooms for the night and head out in the morning.
Mhm.
All right. Man, that's a done deal. So now I get to roll my new 20-sided die. I just birthday gift got a metal dice,
Ooh.
Nice.
and it dents the table, man. So
Yeah, no, I got some of those too. They're pretty heavy.
they are. So, Wizard, I rolled a 9. You are silly tomorrow.
Oh,
All right.
As you awaken from your room, you each have a separate room, or what? What'd you guys do?
well, the girls are with me, of course.
Yeah. Okay. The Broken Barrels is a mid-tier kind of establishment. It's your standard inn. There's a population's mostly humans, predominantly humans that you see at this inn in the Daggerford. It runs you. It's just the meals would be 5 copper for your evening meal, and then one silver piece for the night's lodging. So mark those off. So you get up in the morning, you adjust your gear, and Declan meets you inside the inn. He always stays outside. And he says, "All right, gents, ladies, off we go."
Who are you? Who is this man?
What's
He's
going on?
He's our guide. Don't worry about it. I look over at the ranger and said, He has good days and bad days. He will be fine.
What is in my soup? Looks like an eyeball. Squeaky, squeaky.
And so so today is a bad day.
Today's a bad day, yes. And I look
And
over at Aristides and I say, that is a noodle.
And I wag it at him.
Go ahead.
And also, I would like to point out that my room that I slept in is covered in magic mouths for
Perfect.
anyone who enters. All right,
Yes,
just letting you know.
the possession
Yay, magic
continues.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
well, is this is gonna be a problem? I mean,
No.
we're going. No,
Not at
It's
all.
never been a problem. Nope.
I actually think he's
It's
more deadly
never-
like this.
Yeah, he is.
oh,
I
okay.
just look at the ranger and just give him a big wink, like, yeah. You're gonna
Okay,
enjoy this.
well, he gets on his knees and he prays to Maliki real quick.
Yep, there you go.
Maliki blesses. He's like, Maliki, bless our journey, give us favor, protect me from the imbecile. Amen.
Oh,
And then,
Hey man.
sorry, I mean, hey, he seems kind of crazy. I'm worried.
Offhanded, I say to him, we met one of the chosen of Maliki the other day.
Yeah,
Yes,
who is that?
Caddybree.
Oh, the Milady Cadbury. She is a majestic creature of the forest.
She is.
To behold her beauty in her eyes. Yes. Maliki did wonders when she formed her. And anyways, okay, so you guys head out into the forest, and we'll make a survival roll for you guys. Well, you're not quite to the forest yet. It'll take a little bit of a journey. You go the first day. You're out. You follow. Well, I'll pull the map
Yeah.
up here again.
Because
Map.
we're kind of light in footsteps, it's better to have larger groups. Because Tezka usually only comes out like around the fire and stuff like that. Otherwise, she's kind of in my cloak as a frog. She walks today.
Okay. And I would
Okay.
like
So
to
we
point
have
out
another
that my
body.
familiar is a chicken, of
Yes,
course, because
perfect.
I'm in this form.
Yeah,
So
no,
my
Ichabod's
familiar
out too.
will be
You're
out
right.
there.
Let's make ourselves look larger. That's a good point.
and there's me.
Okay, so now.
Can you
there's
describe the
Leroy.
familiar chicken? I would like to know what color. Does he have speckles?
He is white, but his feathers are kind of sparse. So
He's a stressed out chicken.
Holy
yes,
shit. It's not good, dude.
that is what my chicken looks like.
And it
He's just-
has this weird tick in its neck. So.
but it is it's still kind of fat. You know, it's kind of chunky, but it just doesn't have a
And-
lot of. It has feathers, but they're just patchy.
There you
You
go.
know.
So there you go. We got 5 people, a dire
Oh.
hound, and a stressed out chicken. We are
Rabbit!
larger,
There he is.
and we have our rogue.
Yeah.
Let me
Right,
guess.
God, he's always invisible.
Rabbit, did you forget about that it was daylight savings? I just want to know if that's what happened.
His
Oh,
mic isn't on
you're
yet.
muted.
Yeah, he probably did. That's
Okay.
all right though. Perfect timing.
What
actually.
daylight savings?
Yeah, there you go. There it is. Yeah,
What you mean? I didn't know you had daylight savings.
yeah. It's an hour
Yeah, we're-
earlier now for the Americans. But which
Is
is
that the
actually good
same
you.
for everything you do then?
Yeah, an
Yeah.
hour early.
Someone had
Yeah.
told me I'd have come in earlier, but I had no idea.
Oh no, it's okay.
Yeah,
You missed the
it's-
boring stuff. You're
Um,
coming into the actual action. Perfect.
Yeah.
Hmm?
So I want to catch Rabbit up to speed and kind of give him an opportunity to acquire magic items if he wants also. Because one of the things that you're kind of lacking is some firepower in the +1 realm, right?
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
he
Yeah.
needs a bow, dude.
He
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. Absolutely. And he's a millionaire, so he's got the money, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys don't mind, we're gonna backtrack a day to the end of the council. So after the council, Dracul was frustrated with, he's like, I need to score. I need a big score. I need a bow. I need something. and you give your concerns to the people around you. And while you're there, one of the Omthar Froome, the guy in charge of the Order of Gauntlet, recommends a weapon shop for you that deals in magic items. So well, they're mostly items that we use, axes and swords and armor, but they may have something for you. Tell them you're one of the doomed cats. All right, Pierre. Well, it's one of the finest blacksmiths in all the land. And the place he recommends is where Leroy's apprenticing. So when he mentions that, Leroy, you're like, oh, I worked there.
Perfect.
Hell,
convenient.
Your friend's discount.
There you go.
Hey, take what you can get, man.
So, are you going to take him there or let him go on his own?
Zach.
Do it.
Yeah, we'll take
Zach,
it.
make it a buddy moment. Make it a friendship building moment.
Yeah.
I did. I said I'll take him.
Okay. Yeah. You guys go in and Clay's working the counter. And he's like, Leroy, hey, you working today? Well, you're all decked out, man. I haven't seen that armor before. Oh my God. That's nice. Where did you get that? And he just keeps rambling on and on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay. What? Well, yeah. Who's your friend?
It's
You can't even remember his name. Oh, nope.
because I went and got a bowl of food and I was listening, kind of. I'm starving.
You went
So
with
I missed
cool.
his name. I'm not gonna lie.
You went with your cool to go get him.
Yeah,
A
you're
nice
with
new
you're with
weapon.
Rabbit.
Oh, I'm with Rabbit. Oh,
Yes.
oh, I didn't. I was like, who am I with? I don't even know who I'm taking. Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
have Dracul with me. This is Dracul. He's been trying to kill me ever since he met me.
Yeah,
It's
your
made us
best
the
friend.
best friends.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're best friends.
Hey, if I was trying to kill you ever since I'd met you, you'd have been dead by now.
There you go. That's how you do. That's how you do. Yeah.
And Clay's like, yeah, right. Like you could hurt the great Leroy Jenkins. You're not going to hurt him. So what are you here for?
Leroy's becoming a bit of a folk hero amongst the poor and downtrodden. Perfect for a paladin.
Yeah.
Yay.
So what's
So,
your blade of choice there?
Rapier. Rapier is my blade of choice.
Right.
I'm just looking currently. There's no such thing as a finesse range weapon. So, but I mean, my class generally uses daggers and rapiers and stuff. So,
Yeah,
No,
but
well,
you should get a magical longbow, dude. You most certainly should.
oh yeah, I don't know anything about range weapons. I'm just looking now. I know there's no finesse ones though. So my skills are based around finesse.
Yeah, no. It's because range weapons are generally dex based, not strength based, so they don't even have to cross over. It's they're just dex.
The way the longbow
so to go on,
works, the way the longbow works, though, is you use your dexterity plus your proficiency to fire it, but it adds your strength to damage. A longbow does. Short bow
Ah,
does
see,
no,
that's
not anymore. Nope.
Does it not?
no,
Because
he's wrong.
strength would be useless to
No.
me.
It's all dex. It's all dex in 5e. So,
Hang on a minute. I'm
too.
on the page here. Let me have a look.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't actually tell me the dice. It just tells me what damage everything does and how much weight everything costs. Okay, I'll let you deal with it because I ain't got a clue what I'm looking at. But I want a rapier anyway because that's my main, my stabby stab damage. That's how I get my.
Okay.
But yeah, if I can get a bow as well. Obviously.
he shows you.
whatever I can afford.
Well, offline, you're basically a millionaire. You guys have like 30,000.
Well, I haven't spent any money on anything except for some studded levels.
Yeah.
That was it.
So each gold piece is roughly $100. Okay, so there you go. So you're pretty wealthy. So when you look around, he's like, rapiers, yeah, right over here. Well, being one of Leroy's allies, you could only get the best rapier. And he goes over to where there's a set of weapons that are in glass hanging on the wall. They're all just glorious, beautiful. You see Beck de Corbins and Gizermaids and all sorts of pole arms and broadswords and bastard swords, and they're all lined up, by height. And he goes over to the rapier and he takes it out, opens the glass, holds it to you very gingerly, hands it to you, and puts it in your hand. And you feel the weight on this thing, and it is balanced so well. You put it on one fingertip, and you're able to balance this rapier right on the hilt, on the guard. You whip it around.
Yeah, do the whole showy off thing.
Yeah, it feels awesome. Okay. What do you think of that one?
Feels great. Nice and light.
It's magic.
It feels great.
It feels good.
Feels great. I don't know anything about magic, do I? My character's not magic based.
Well,
I'll be able to tell that it's better than a normal one, obviously, but
yeah. It is a rapier quickness. It gives you a bonus action to attack with it, so you can do 2 attacks in a turn. It is.
I'll write stuff down again. I haven't written anything down for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Do you already have a second attack, Rabbit, or no?
No,
That'll be
I don't.
Oh, cool.
I have my I have my cunning action. That's it. I don't. That's the thing. Assassins are pretty useless apart from the first attack when they get the surprise attack. After that, they do nothing. They're pretty useless. I kind of wish I'd not chosen one really in the end of the day, but I didn't think they'd be so useless against high level monsters.
Yeah.
Well, this rapier will set you back. 2,000 gold. It does.
Oh, that's easy. Got that on me.
All right. It's a +1. It gives you a bonus attack, and that bonus attack does an additional 1d6 lightning.
Dang.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's...
So
I need to get myself a better axe.
Didn't you have loads of magical stuff?
Yeah, I do, but I want a better axe.
At least if you get hit, you're all right. If I get hit, I'm still screwed.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. And my armor just got all shined up by my master.
Yeah.
I can never remember his name. What is his name?
I don't think I can get studded leather shined up. It's it's just studded leather. I can't even get anything better, I don't think.
What's the master blacksmith's name?
hold on.
Your boss, isn't it?
His boss, yeah. I think it was Hildar.
Sir Boss Guy.
Sir Boss Guy.
Big boss guy.
Legendary hero, yeah.
Legendary boss guy.
Follows guide to Waterdeep. Oh man. Yeah, it took me a while to look it up.
I remember that Clay is my fellow apprentice because I wrote it down.
Yeah, Clay. No, this guy's the best, the greatest, and most impressive blacksmith. Hilmer. Master armor. Hilmer, master armorer and proprietor of his. Oh, what was the name of this place now? Gosh darn it. And just from what you know is he's now retired, but he was an adventurer, and he spent a lot of time exploring the ruins of Myth Draenor and Undermountain.
Ooh.
Let me guess. He retired because he took an arrow to the knee.
Oh.
Did he get married? Did he get married?
Yeah, sure.
There's a Mrs. Hilmer.
There is Miss Hilmer. But he's a big, impressive guy. But he's in the back working. And then Clay's like, "All right. Anything else for you, sir? What other weapons do you use?"
Long bow.
You say long if it's dex. What's the difference between a longbow and a shortbow before I
Does
continue?
more
Because I don't
damage.
really know.
It has better
Distance
I
range.
and
thought that a
damage.
shortbow is quicker, isn't it?
Nope.
There's no more
I mean,
weapon
to
speed
like-
factor. You can
Okay,
with the
this
short
is all
bow.
confusing. Well,
This is
do
what
I
I'll tell
have
you.
the
The
skill
only
though? Because I know I can use a shortbow.
right. The only real effective thing for me as a DM is where you can use a longbow, like in close quarters, tight quarters, like in a dungeon. A longbow is kind of impractical. If you're in like a 10-foot corridor,
I
you know
suppose
what I
I
mean.
can have both. I guess.
Whereas the short bow
Yeah.
works really well. Longbow is great for outdoors. Its range is like triple of a short bow. That's its benefit. It
All
does
right.
more damage.
So
And has
because I
better
know a
range.
short bow is 120 foot, so it's like what 240 foot, or no, even longer. Wow.
But we have composite short bows. It's something that Hilmer invented. Well, he says he invented it.
Okay.
But
Oh, wow.
That sounds
Alright.
better. That sounds even better.
Doing
Yeah,
that. All
We
right.
got composites.
so from what? Yeah, it's made of elk and also some yew wood, and I don't know. He's got a bunch of materials in it, but he's been working with an enchanter and making better bows. We have composite short bows, which will shoot longer than a regular short bow. But we do have one magic bow right now. I mean, it's hard to hold on to or even have magic items like this in
Okay.
the store. You know,
Sure.
It's the bow of
But-
the shooty shoot.
yeah. Shoot. No, this is the bow of the piercing. Wait, no.
The
Shoot.
bow of the piercing weight? Okay. It's not
It's-
bad.
The bow of the mighty whale dick. No, wait,
What? No.
hold on.
No.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure Zach would buy that one and be like,
Yeah.
"This is mine now."
Oh.
Hey,
no,
what?
No,
it's,
I'm
it's
just-
the bow. It's the
It's
bow of just shy of
overcompensation.
1,000. It's the bow of shy of 1,000 followers. So hey, if you like the show, leave a comment in in there. And
Nice
that'll help.
segue.
Get around. Make sure you subscribe. I mean, Chester's at 920 followers for a while now. We want to break that 1,000 mark. Let's do it. But we need you. And if you do it, Rabbit will get a cool magic weapon. So let's just see if
Aw.
anyone, adds in there.
Your fate is
So
in the
we're
head of
really-
the chat, Rabbit.
Nope.
That's not a good thing, I don't think.
Oh, that's never good.
Okay. Hold on. I was looking up in the old D&D book, the composite short bow. And the magic. Okay. So I should have had this prepped, and I was off
So-
this week, so I really don't have any excuse, but I've just been
So
lazy.
Zach, yeah, I was just making a joke about overcompensating.
No, I know. No, I know.
Okay, all right. Go ahead,
I got that. I got that.
Monk's table alignment.
But no one's seen it. So actually, no, that's not true.
That's true. The twins did.
That
Yep,
is-
the twins.
well, I was going to say that no one's seen it in general. It's just, it's-
Shut up.
That's a booster joke.
It's so small.
Oh, speaking of booster, I've got to let Mike know he's going on his show, haven't
Oh no.
I? Unless somebody else has already told him.
Shit. No, I have not told him.
Who-
Yeah. That's on you.
Bruce is
brother.
going back
You know
on
what?
Mike's show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a blast.
Booster is a published cover artist, okay?
He is. He is.
He's a pro.
Can't believe that Booster's gotten published and I haven't. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep.
Anyways.
I know. It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, selling 5 covers is more than 0, so I guess.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
is.
You know what? He still made it big.
Actually,
That's all
I
that
think I think they sold a couple hundred of those, didn't they?
No, we didn't sell that many. We sold a few, but
It was more than 5, though.
it was more than 5, but it wasn't that many. So yeah.
So do you
So
have
we probably
martial
still have-
ranged weapons? Let's get back. Rabbit, do you proficient in martial ranged weapons? Let's see. Or is it just ranged weapons? I want to make sure.
Rapiers, short swords, hand crossbows.
when you're a drow.
I don't know
So
if I've written
that
everything down. I remember it. I'm sure it's I don't know.
elf
No,
I
strength.
he's
can't remember.
not. Yeah, no, he's not. That's true. Fair point.
Dark elf weapon training: rapier, short swords, and hand crossbows. Okay, that's what you're proficient with
And
as
the
a drow,
rogue proficiencies.
and those say simple weapons: hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords. So the long bow is out, but a composite short bow is in. So I'm just going to make that up on the fly. The range will be the interior range will be this. Let's see, longbow, 150. Okay, but max at 320. So it has a longer interior range. Let's go max out to 400.
All I
That's
know
a heavy crossbow range.
is that
Hand crossbows 120, 320. Okay, so make sure you understand what I'm saying. So your interior range will be 150.
Yeah.
After 150 feet, you roll at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Up to 400. All right.
Yeah, it's the same as the one I was using, except a lot bigger.
Well, no, I mean it's the same.
I-
It's a short bow, but it has
No, I
longer
mean
range
it's the
now.
same idea, is what I mean. I mean, like before it was
Yeah.
60, and then at 100 after that it was like disadvantage.
Yeah. So the preference, the bonus to this thing is it has a better. Yeah. It'll still have a short bow. Will still be two-handed. So is one of its tags. And then this one. Let's see. Let me roll dice and see how cool it is real quick. That's not that good. Try one more. Okay. So it is, and then it's a +1, and then let me roll to see if it has any added benefits. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Making a magic item real quick.
it combs your hair for you.
That's pretty handy.
Flosses.
Just yeah, exactly. You know, you take you just want to make sure your hair is always combed. And it just keeps it combed. Like with a little, it has a
So-
little mage hand that does it.
It's magical hair.
So in Elvish, listen to this. In Elvish, if you whisper to this and say "sweet defeat to my enemies," you make a range attack, and it becomes that's where you get. Well, hold on. So
Guys,
essentially, you can make you can have this bow. You can pick an enemy with it. It'll be like a sworn enemy, and that enemy takes an extra 3d6 piercing, as long as it's alive. You'll have advantage on the attack roll.
It's an
how much
Alright.
damage does it?
Nice.
How much
It's an oath bow.
damage
It's a
does it
composite
take?
oath bow.
How much damage does it deal if your enemy is dead?
Fair point.
No, it's a +1, so it's a whatever that longbow is. So I mean, well, I'm sorry, the damage. Yeah, that's true. Hold on, this is taking too long. Sorry.
Well, I just gotta say that if I ever make my my stoner druid character, he's totally from the High Moor.
Absolutely.
The High Moors,
that's fair
right?
enough,
No,
yeah.
he's a
Mhm.
okay. So does 1d8 damage,
Okay.
which is so you're moving up a die from a 1d6 to a 1d8. It's 1d8 +1.
Mhm.
So you always have +1 to hit, +1 to damage. All right. When you make a sworn enemy, you have that target becomes your sworn enemy until it dies or until 7 days later. You can only have one sworn
How
enemy.
does that? How does that work? Oh, so you pick it.
Yeah, you whisper to your bow. It's like, this is my sworn enemy. Swift death to those who have wronged me. Some kind of phrase you can come up with. Say
Fuck
that
these
motherfucker
dragons
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't
But
matter.
it has to
be
be-
single target at a time.
single target
But
at a
you can
time
only use
until
it once a day or once a week.
No.
What?
Always.
Nope, until it's dead or
Yeah.
7 days have passed.
Is it
Okay,
a bonus?
so if you-
wait, what is bonus action to switch
So
targets?
if it gets
Once they
you
die?
don't switch targets. The only way it either has to die or a week has to pass. So
Yeah,
if
but-
it gets away from you, you have to wait a week.
But
to
if you
pick a new
kill it,
target.
you
Okay,
can
I
choose
see.
a new target, though, right?
Or if
I
someone
see, I
else,
see.
yeah. If you kill it or someone else
dies,
kills it,
resets.
yeah, as long as it's dead, it resets, and it's a bonus 3d6. So it's like you can do what 3d6 plus your sneak attack of 4d6. Is that right? So you can do 7d6 with one shot with that.
4d6? I think it might be
So-
5d6 now.
So
Yeah, it's
Holy
5d6 now. 5,
Damn.
6, 7. So that'd be 8d6 plus all the other stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah,
So
with
you
sneak
now-
attack. And obviously the crit from Assassin, if it's a sneak attack like that. But that's
Yes,
the
so
good stuff there. It's just if I get
You're
spotted,
now-
I'm screwed.
You're now the
Either way,
one
it's
hit
still
wonder. You're like the one. It's like you can do kill shots now with one shot.
So now you're our DPS.
You are.
Well, I was already all right to start with, and then I started failing because everything could see me. What?
Right.
that one fight.
How does the extra action work? How does that work? Because I've never had.
Is
two
it a
actions.
free action?
So
Uh,
it's a bonus action when you attack. So you have to attack, and then you get a second attack with it. That's just with that rapier. Okay, you have to do an attack action. So if you decide I'm not going to attack this turn, you don't get a second attack. You know, like if you
Yeah.
decide you're going to climb a wall, you don't get another attack. You have to. It makes it so when you're using
No,
that rapier,
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
So if I attack something with it, and then I attack with it again in the, is it? What do you roll 2 attacks with it, or do you just?
If you-
how does that work?
If you want to use your bonus action to do your second attack, yes, you can also use it for your cunning action, and you have to choose.
I thought cunning action was like a separate thing anyway.
Well, cunning action is when you
That's
get
like
to
a
take, or not
skill.
cunning action. What's the one action where you get a bonus action to dash, disengage, or hide?
That's cunning action.
That's your bonus act. Okay,
That's
yeah.
my
So you get
skill.
one bonus action. You get it's a feature. You get one bonus action in a combat round, so you can use either for a second attack or for your cunning action.
either way, it still takes up the bonus action slot. You only get one
Yeah.
bonus.
Right, so now I can either attack or use cunning action. So I
Yes.
could do one or the other.
It gives you an extra
Well,
option. in the
You can
deck.
attack twice, or you can attack and use cunning action.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
it's
More
mean?
likely.
It's
Yeah.
essentially
It is, but
just-
that option's there. So if you do a sneak attack with your rapier and you don't take them down, you get another quick attack, or you can duck out and hide. You know, or if you're in a fight for your life, there's nowhere to
that's
run.
fine. I get it now. I'm just making sure I don't get confused with do something wrong.
it's all
Yeah,
good.
and it would be easier if I had a little card to hand to you or something. Maybe I should just type this up on a text file later, and I'll send it
No,
to
it's
you.
fine. I've written it down. I understand it. I've written it down.
All right, fine.
I'm
Understand it.
taking notes.
We're good. No, okay.
I'm
No, we're
sorry.
good.
I won't understand it next time.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right, so I'm sorted for weapons. That's all good then.
Now, do you need potions? Do you need?
I think I've got a couple of health pots. I don't think I've used any.
Okay.
I don't know where they're written down. I've got it. It's on the. It's just unfold. Yeah, I've got
Do you
3
need-
health potions.
And are you good on? You're good on armor.
Well, I could do some shiny magical armor, but what I just checked, and I need to use studded leather is the best I can use, where I can use my dex as a plus to my AC. So I can't get anything
Yeah.
better than that unless it's magical. That's how it works.
Right. Right. Okay. So what are you using?
I was making sure that I couldn't, because unless I can get some magical studded leather, that's all I can.
Yes.
That's everything I need.
Yeah. So for another $2,000, you can drop it right now and get +1 studded leather armor.
All right, that
And
just gives
you
me
would-
+1 to AC, right? That's how that works. Yeah.
Yeah. Adds 1 more to your AC. Does $2,000 sound like a fair price, Chester? I was just throwing that out there.
Yeah, no. There's a list someone put together of a reasonable 5th edition prices because 5th edition doesn't bother to give us prices on anything. That sounds fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know, like,
I mean, I
common
didn't spend
stuff's
money
like-
on it anyway, so whatever.
Commons anywhere from 5 to 1,000, so it's like this huge gap. And then being in Waterdeep, things will be more expensive because there's more. I mean, you get higher quality.
The
And
taxes
magic items,
are insane.
but axes are out of the question. They don't. No one does axes.
No,
So,
no axes. Yeah, it's a shame.
no,
What?
axes are for losers. Okay, so
What
you
happens
just
if
give
you're
me
a
quick
dwarf?
minute.
That was
Yeah,
he was
hammers.
making a joke against Zach, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
but
I see.
he's got his head in a bowl of pudding. He's not paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
Pudding's good.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
You're putting
Okay.
delicious.
So we're on the road to we're on the road from Daggerford to Misty Forest. We're walking
so-
along.
I gotta take a pit stop real quick. You guys talk amongst yourself. Be right back.
We're out on the road to Misty Forest.
So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
no, you're sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. That's all I was gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah. Ah,
So is
all
it,
I
right.
feel a little bit more like I'm on par with everybody else now.
Wait,
Yeah, no,
Just wait
we
till I-
needed to do that a long time ago.
well, just wait.
I didn't know
until
you could
try
just
to-
buy stuff. That's the thing.
Well-
Every time I play D&D before, you just have to wait until you find it or
Well,
get
you're
given
not
it.
supposed to. He
Yeah.
just wanted we needed to get you up on the curve is all.
it all depends based off of DMs, and I think like the newer books that are coming out for 5th edition are making it a little easier, like incorporating more stuff into like the whole buying and selling process. But originally in 5th edition, that wasn't factored in so much because it's just like the idea is that magic items are rare enough to where
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able
Well,
to buy them.
it's because of the Adventuring League. 5th edition is built for you to go down on the weekend and play in some random group on some Adventuring League module, and they don't want you to have magic items.
Yeah.
That's what it comes out of. It's pretty simple.
All right, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. I had to flip
We
my
are
keyboard slogan.
too.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so back to the matter at hand. As you guys trek through the wilderness between Daggerford and the Misty Forest, you're following the raging Delambier River. It's a beautiful sight to behold, and you do see loggers taking some stuff down to Daggerford along the river, coming from Seacomber. And as the area to the north of you has, some spread out human population, it's not too bad, but nothing again in the Forgotten Realms is completely safe. So, as you set up camp for a night, I'd like to know who's taking watch.
I guess I'll take a watch.
Well, what do we got to do? We got to do. I do have my big old tent we can set up, or are we got to use Aristides stuff?
Yeah, we'll use my hut,
Yeah.
my magical hut,
So we have no watch.
Leomans?
my tiny hut that we can all gather in.
Well, let's see. There is now how many? We got 4, 5, 6.
We
The
can
Hound and
fit
and what's the and
capacity for it.
its capacity is 9,
Mm.
so you should be fine.
I
believe
will
it's 9.
put some magic mouths around the outside just in case something does come. We can use it as an alarm.
Should be safe in the hut, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
all three.
but
All right. So if you guys aren't taking watch, that's fine. I mean, that's your risk. I don't care. I'm just the DM. But
Well,
I
I
rolled
don't think we're
already.
in the hut, so it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, the hut, we're basically untouchable.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, many overconfident adventurers have thought they were untouchable.
All right, fine.
But
The dragon right
no,
on
it's
us.
okay.
Spawn of Kus comes
True.
upon us. Uh-oh.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, that's why I said I still put the magic mouths out, so if anything
Fair
gets
enough.
within a certain
Yeah. I'm going to throw water
No,
on
I
the way. I'll
rolled,
be back in a sec.
it was an uneventful evening. The dice
Yeah.
were in your favor this evening.
uh
The dawn comes, and I rolled a 13. So close. You're still chicken wizard.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Man,
You're
off
not
you guys
clever.
go. No,
Now
it's
we
not.
keep moving.
That's the first for ages.
It has been. When we moved it to 14 because of some quests that he performed. But
Yeah.
last couple days have not been good for him. Okay. All right. So how many miles a day do you guys go? So we'll say this is 3 days journey. We'll cut through on the. I'll roll you another day. On the third day, you're good. So wait, hold on. So we got 2 more days. Let me just roll 2 dice real quick. Pick a color. Green or gray?
Red. Green.
Okay. So that was the first day. Third day. Pick a color again. It's green or gray?
Green.
1. Nope. You're really out of sorts today.
Yay! That's the most fun.
Yeah. It will be. Because as you are, you show up at the outskirts of the Misty Forest.
So what does the ranger say?
Okay. So, hold on. I'm going to have to find a friend here. So as you watch as the ranger's eyes start to glow green, and within moments, he starts to imitate the sound of an animal, a bird. He makes a bird call. And a sparrow comes up to him, and he lifts up his hands, and he starts talking to it. And it's talking back to him. He says, and then it flies off. His eyes return to normal. He says, well, this way. He starts walking off into the forest.
How long did that take him?
As long as the spell was required.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. So not very long. Okay. Well, as we're just a quick aside, as we're getting close to the edge of the forest, I take a little bit of time before, and I turn on all my engines, and I fly up straight up high so that I can see the breadth of the forest. Do I see any blackened areas or areas on fire or anything like that from this high vantage point?
No, you don't. And actually,
Okay.
this forest, and what you do see though is storm clouds covering a lot of that are coming in, and it's most of this forest, except for where you are. But as you go into it, you're going to be within a rain.
Yeah, this is
That's
outside. Yeah. I see. Okay.
yeah. So it's extremely misty too. When you're up above, you also see how this forest unnaturally permeates this mist that floats in between the treetops. It is a very, very wet rainforest, and sort of feeling for like a northwest forest of like Oregon or Seattle.
I see. Okay.
Or like, what is that? Vancouver, British Columbia. Cold, wet. Your breath is starting to come off. You're also getting late into the year, but snow has not yet begun to fall. He's like, all right. Come on. Let's be quiet here on in. We're gonna get to a spot where I can have my companion will come back here and meet us and lead us to one of the elves' village. So let me get a stealth roll for the group.
All right. I
We'll
was.
just-
I would assume that when he was chirping,
I rolled a
would
crit.
be chirping as well.
You rolled a
but I
I'm
saw.
sorry.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Okay.
I crit too. Holy crap!
I rolled a 9.
Yay.
You rolled a 9. We got 2 20s.
I roll a 13.
And roll for the cleric.
Yep. She actually has a bit of stealth.
I can add my stealth to it, but I don't think there's any point on a crit. Is there?
Well, actually, at this point, with that many people above my DC, you guys as a group are stealth.
She's 24.
I'm just taking. Yeah, you're way in there. You guys stealth through this entire forest. No one saw you. Yeah, but you're moving completely unseen. You're moving unseen. Actually, Zach, you have to roll a disadvantage.
Oh,
Because
Okay, well then.
Well, clank, clank,
Oh,
clank, you
it's
know.
still 9. It's still 9. I just rolled again, and it was 18.
okay, the ranger stops for a second, turns around, whispers some arcane words as like this dark shadow drifts out from his hand and comes around the bait around your legs. And it's just like this shadowy mist. He's like, okay, add 10 to all your rolls. All right, whatever total you had. Just,
19. Yay.
yeah, okay. He's like, sorry, I should have done that sooner. I'm just a little thrown off by what I'm feeling in here. This wood is in bad shape. Can you smell it?
Yes,
he
it
walks
smells wet.
It does, doesn't it?
And
But it also smells deadly.
I lick one of the trees that are damp. I'm like, yes, definitely wet.
Yes, I don't think I'll ever get used to these outdoor areas.
No. And the beeping sounds, actually, I think those are evil. Yeah. All right. So as you go into the forest some more, and he finds a pathway for you guys to start going through.
Cheerful.
And then the sparrow comes back and flies up to him, and he's like, okay. He talks to it more, but it's more of a hush sound. You don't hear them talking to each other. And then as he turns, he walks up to you guys and he says, all right. We're coming up to what is it? Altlawn? Whatever the name of that place was. Good job, DM. Hey. And I suggest we proceed with caution. Keep your weapons in your scabbards or your bows on your back. And with your hands up, we'll let them know that we're peaceful. And such a short period of time, their eyes will be on us before we make it to their village.
All right, I do so.
All right.
And
but I kind of
continues walking.
Walking a bit and doing jazz hands.
The jazz hands are important.
Okay,
yes.
roll another stealth check and add 10 to your roll.
All of us?
He's got a 20. Yeah, 25.
Add 10 to the stealth check. On top of my.
Yeah, he casts pass without a trace on y'all.
Oh, nice. Very
Good.
nice. That's a 30 for me then.
Yeah.
That's like 39.
Yeah.
Because I only rolled a 3,
That's
but
a
I've
nice
got a
spell.
plus
You might want to
3,
get
and
that
so
spell, dude.
That's a 16. Wait, pass without a trace. I think that's
Yeah.
I don't think I could get that.
No, I'm talking about
practically
rabbit.
It
invisible.
might not.
Oh, rabbit. Yeah.
I don't need it really
Well,
most of the time, to be honest.
Zach, would you get a disadvantage?
14.
Yeah, but the
Okay.
thing is,
I got 4 and then add 10. don't it's not 24.
It's 14. That was your total.
Yeah, it's total.
but the thing is,
Okay,
rabbit,
that's fine.
with a 39 on a stealth, God can't see you.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
But the DM can.
Oh God,
yeah.
damn. Over God stuff. Oh Jesus. All right, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the grounds. All right, so you guys make your way to the forest. An arrow flies and knocks into one of the trees in front of you. Halt! Who goeth?
I stopped crab walking.
He saw the paladin, didn't he?
Oh, of
He
course.
says, it is I, Declan of the Emerald Enclave. I've come to see about the dragon and to care for any wounded. And as you hear a rustle of leaves, and you're now surrounded by wood elves armed with bows.
Oh, noes.
All right.
In a forest surrounded by wood elves.
The clown rolls. I would see.
Sounds like we're in Lorien.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The dwarf breathes so loud. No, but the half-breed walks so loudly I could have heard it. No, but anyways, the he goes, how do you know news of the dragon? He's like, I have come from the council of King Melanarch, but I represent the prince. and he has given me permission to come into this land to assist in your struggle with the beast. And with that, he pulls out a small medallion. Perception roll if anyone wants to get a look at it.
Yep, I do.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see, 16.
Perception.
I don't have that. Damn it.
That is
17.
a 19 for me.
23.
Oh, 23? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So the wizard, you see a very, very nice biscuit.
Ooh.
Toasted with butter dripping off the sides of it.
Ooh, I'm very hungry.
Dracul, you see the symbol of the House Melanarch that you recognize from the banners that were hanging from Waterdeep Palace during the
Nice.
Second Council. And the elves raises 5 fingers, turns his hand sideways, and quickly brings his arm down. And all the elves start to back off back into, all but this one elf, all back off back into the woods. And they're pretty much hidden unless you've got wicked passive perception. So, or you want to try and figure out where they're going. But either way, he says, well, follow me. The mark of the king has allowed your presence into our hidden halls. Though I tell you now, it would be hard for you. Why am I Scottish? Sorry, I'm using the wrong accent, but either way,
Yep.
I'm professional
Okay.
DM. But we are greatly grieved, and his battles have been hard, and strangers into our lands is not a welcome thing. You do not get a very nice greeting from the elves, though, as you come in to
Yeah, I'm an elf.
Outline.
No.
Pardon me, did you bring enough biscuits for everyone?
The clown looks at you and he's like, yeah, I did. Well, we can have some later.
Wonderful. Splendid.
So splendid. Yes. As you get closer into this forest, it starts to get a little bit more twisted. The mist is shrouding over a lot of the treetops. These trees in this area are starting to get bent and looking unnatural. There's also, the air is heavier, and there's a bitter taste to your breath. The somewhat acrid. You're in the town. As you start, you get up to I have a picture. The city of Outland, or the village of Outland.
Oh, nice.
Oh, most of this village is within the treetops, and there are few places that are actually still in full repair. It's been damaged severely. Yep. So what do you guys do? So this
We're kind of letting the Enclave guy take the lead here a little bit, yeah.
He says, well, now it's time for you guys to do what you do best. Find some information. I got us here.
All right, well, we can do that. I guess I ask one of the wood elves if I can take me to your leader.
Weirdo.
And well, that'd be Galen. Galen. He's helping with some repairs right now. Come on.
Okay.
Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, we are here with the Emerald Enclave and the Alliance itself to help deal with the dragon problem and to help your people if we can. I have a healer with us.
A healer?
Indeed.
Can you come to my house first? Galen's going to be here for a while. My child is has been so hurt by the dragon that came.
I look
It's
back
not
I look back at Hirsa, and she nods her head.
his terrors whenever he closes his eyes. He sees the dragon. He's been hurt by its breath.
Oh, well, take us to him.
We accept
Okay.
payments and biscuits.
Was it? Huh?
He likes biscuits.
What?
If you can get him one, he'd be happy.
Oh well. Okay. Well, come to my house. He leads you to up to into his house, and you go in through the base of this tree, and you start climbing up some stairs and going up a couple stories. As you get up there, you see that there's into a bed. It takes you into a bedroom, and is this just you, the healer? I don't know. I got all of you to come inside. Some of you mind waiting out here?
Yeah, Hirsa goes in
Okay.
herself. I will accompany her. Or maybe, no, not Aristides in his state. Oh, Zach,
No,
you should accompany
definitely
the
not.
lady.
Definitely.
Yeah, there you go. Zach goes in with her.
Okay. So you see a boy lying in there. His skin is really, really pale. He's got like his breathing is really bad. There's some obvious Zach, give me Leroy, give me a medicine check.
I'm sorry, what check?
Medicine.
Okay. Medicine. Oh, cool. That is a 14.
14. So you look over the child and you can tell there's been some serious damage to his lungs. And give me a history check or a nature check if you have that. Your choice.
History or nature? Let's see. My nature is +2. Where's my history? History is +2. Oh, either way. Okay, so that's a 17.
Okay. So this child has been afflicted. He's breathed in some of the poisonous cloud of the green dragon, and it's affected like the mucus in his lungs and in his respiratory system, and is slowly eating away at it.
Oof.
Okay. Hirsa sits down and she begins next to the boy and kneels down and she starts praying. She casts Beacon of Hope. So a glow starts coming off her inside of this hut, I'm assuming, or this tree hut. And then she begins casting healing spells on the boy. So under this beacon, well, she's a life cleric anyway, so she does extra healing anyhow. But under the light of this beacon, she does. I don't have to roll. She does max heals all the time.
Okay, that's great. But all you have to do is just mark off the spell.
Yep.
And with that, the mother just like sees her son just taking a huge breath and not cough and convulse as he has been. And you heard him convulsing and coughing as you were coming up the stairs. And he says, "Mama, I feel so good." She starts crying and she kneels by the side of the bed, puts her head on her son's chest and listens to his breathing. And she stands up and she's kind of just jittery and so joyful. She's like, "This is wonderful. Oh, how can I do what can I do anything for you? You've just saved my son's life and you've given us hope. I feel elated. I haven't felt this way since the dragon attacked us."
Zach, you're the player in
She
the
has
room,
her hand.
so go ahead.
No, I'm not the player in the room. I'm just gonna be like, it was our pleasure. I'm glad we were here to help. You know,
That's fine.
you don't owe us anything, because I kind of want to get to know the other half elf in the room. So there you go.
You hear the faint yell of biscuits.
Yep, biscuit.
Yeah. Of course, the two people in the room are half elves, so that probably helps as well.
Yeah. So I look at her and I say, "We are with an older gentleman. You wouldn't happen to have a biscuit to spare?"
Oh, yes. A biscuit. Okay.
Just a biscuit.
Okay, come with me. She leads you out of the bedroom into their kitchen, and it's beautiful. It's just the way this room is just formed out of like it's part of a living room that's been formed out of the tree itself. No visible signs of cuts anywhere, or miters or anything. Everything's been looks like it's been formed in from the tree. And she goes to a basket that has some elvish whey bread inside, or loaves that they make, and she takes one out and grabs a bit of leaf that she has, folds it up, wraps it up in it, and says, thank you for healing and saving my son. And so if there's anything else, please let me
That's
know.
it. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we could help. And get the biscuit, go outside,
Mhm.
give the biscuit to the wizard.
Here's
I
the
look
take.
at
So,
it confused.
And
she,
right now she kind of forgets. She forgets about taking you guys. She's so overjoyed she forgets about taking you guys to see Galen. And just is upstairs with her kids still.
well, it's okay. Hirsa does take her hand and in Elvish say, "May the blessings of Corlin be upon you."
Perfect. She says,
Then
thank you. It's been. She says, thank you. It's been so hard since the attack. I've been. Oh, we've heard of all 3 of other villages have been completely destroyed, but we weren't. We were. Seems to be. We were spared. I believe. I hope to believe that was Coraline's blessing, but I don't know.
can you describe the attack? Hirsa says, or actually Zach says.
Yes.
Do I say that?
No, it's
Yeah,
what I
you
say?
do. You're supposed to be. You're a military guy. You would be asking those questions, actually.
This is true.
well. It was late. In the evening, when this dragon swooped in. It was really, if I remember right, it was just before dawn. As our sentries were changing their guard, the dragon swooped in, and its breath covered the ground, so everyone on the ground level was immediately killed. And those who weren't killed as it first struck its, were trapped in the higher grounds, and it started jumping up into the. And she's kind of shuddering and having trouble talking, and then it started jumping up into our houses and ripping them apart, and we were falling from the houses onto the ground, crashing onto the forest floor, and then being attacked by the poison. And it started going from branch to branch, and then we could see, some people said they saw an elf on its back or a man on its back. We couldn't tell because he was wearing a mask,
Zach,
sharp and pointy.
Zach.
Yes.
Immediately, your brain would be saying, "Please describe the mask."
Okay, fine. You know what? You do want to play me? You want to play?
I'm trying to help you out here, brother.
Yeah,
I'm trying to help you out.
Here.
No,
I'm not in the room.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah, we're,
It's all
we're
right.
not
Let the-
there.
You know, and you have a character
see-
in the room that would be curious too. You know, it's not just me in there.
All right, fine. Here's this says.
Well,
Can you
here's the
describe
thing.
mask?
Here's the thing. Chester's old school D&D, so all these little tips and little plot points that I put out there are obvious to him. But for newer players, they need to spend the time figuring out the discovery phase of the game. So it's okay what you're doing. You don't have to do it. You know, it's all good, Zach.
You can pick on me all you want. It's okay.
I mean, this is part of it. It's like that. It's kind of discovery phases. Like NPCs they can be a wealth of information. They be totally useless, but it all depends on how you go about using them. I'll keep stuff out there. You're not going to miss something, and there'll be another opportunity. But at this point, anyways. So, what's her name? Hirsa says, "Can you describe the mask?" And she says, "Yes, it was green, metal, had horns. The face was covered. It was dark. You couldn't see his eyes, and that's all I could see."
Was it only the dragon that attacked? She says.
Well, with the rider, yes, it was just the dragon and the rider at first, and then in came these other creatures that I couldn't see, but I could hear them and the elves fighting below.
So they were
And
walking
then
amongst the dragon's breath. Interesting.
it well, let me see. I can't recall how, all the way the events happened that well. It's still at that point I was hiding in here.
I see.
Once I saw that I would peek out the window sometimes, and then I would come back in and hide.
Oh, here's a stroke searching.
But I heard
and-
fighting. I did hear fighting and clashing below. That wasn't just the dragon. I didn't get a good look, and I don't know if it was the floor was clear of the gas or not by then.
In Elvish, she says it is all right, and she asks the lady to take them to Galen.
Okay. Let's see. Well, yeah. She goes, Shuri, you be okay for a little bit. Mama's gonna help these warriors for a moment, and then I'll be right back. Shuri goes, okay, Mama. I'll see you soon. But could you bring back some eggs?
Oh,
Yes, I'll bring
perfect.
back some eggs.
Robin eggs, the blue ones.
All right. She leads Hersa and Leroy down to the groupers are waiting. She's like, well, okay. Yeah, we'll we can go see Galen.
Aristides is not with us today, right?
No, he is.
No.
He is not at all in the moment, so he can't help.
I see, but he has his biscuit, so that should be good.
Yep. Yeah, this biscuit.
Yeah, he tries to help, but it's just as his mouth is full of biscuit, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And spitting bread while he's
Yep.
doing that.
Oh, yep.
So that's a Elvish way bread. So it is a full meal in a bite.
And I put the whole thing in my mouth.
Yep.
Nice.
As you would, absolutely.
Land the spread.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So sorry, I was just pulling. I was looking for the one page I wanted here. Da 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 da. Oh, come on now. Nothing ever works right when I need it. Here we go.
It's okay. That's fine. This picture looks kind of like a face. It's like
A little bit,
two
huh?
swirly things with eyes, and then it's got a big mustache
Mm-hmm.
and a crooked mouth.
It's
That's what I
interesting. I was
see.
seeing an owl, but okay.
Oh yeah. No,
That
I
works too.
the owl.
I can see the owl as well.
There's a cool picture.
It is cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just make it up. All right. So she takes you to get to the Galen. He's the warden. Now Galen is sitting in his office. As you come up, she knocks on the door. Galen, some visitors from the Emerald Enclave to see you. Oh, yeah, okay. Come in, please. Please. It's a great time for us to be hospitable and have guests. What can I do for you? As you enter into the room, you see it's disheveled. It looks like it's been not ransacked, but it's just kind of chaotic. There's a wooden cage with a black raven hanging in it. There's his scrolls, maps that he's got out on his table that's in the center of the room. And he says, yes, what can I do for the Elven Enclave? What can I give to the Elven Enclave right now?
We're not here.
help you.
Yes, we're not here to take anything. We're here to offer our help.
I'm sorry. Half my village is gone.
Well, we have healers. We can help you.
Okay. Yeah.
So
that'd
I
be
tell
great.
him to Bring all his injured to a central place.
Well, some of them can't move. Would it be better if you went to them? Could you go to them?
It
For
would
those
be
who
a
are
lot
invalid
better if
first?
you brought everyone together so we can do it in mass. So take the
Well,
ones that
we can
can
work
be
that out.
moved and go to the ones that can't be. The sooner the better.
Well, we can work. I'm thankful for your help. I can work at that out. We'll just give it some time. I appreciate that. That's wonderful. This can get a runner here. Lucinian!
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Lucinian! Sorry, was that too loud? He hollers out, and Lucinian comes in. Galen, sir, at the evening meal, we'll be healing. Make sure that everyone who is able-bodied and can move makes their way there. Those who are not, let's see what we can do to make arrangements to have them brought. And we'll take evening meal in the common hall. Okay, sir, right away. As he heads out, he says, okay. Now, he looks at Nicodemus. You seem to be, you're the one in charge. Please tell me, what could I do for you?
Well, I'm speaking for us. We are from the Alliance and with the Emerald Enclave, as you do know. And we are here to deal with the dragon. Please give us details of its attack and any information that you have.
So the attack happened just before dawn, in the twilight, before the sun, while the sky was still blue. Our watch was changing. The soldiers were headed out to relieve the night guard when the dragon came in, and it came in and blasted the ground. And then from there, it began to jump into the treetops and rip apart the buildings.
I do have my ring on. I'm assuming he's telling the truth, but I do have. Just remember, I do have the ring on.
So explain the ring again.
Well, you can't read my mind, but I know if you're lying or not.
And does he have a save for
Nope.
your DC or what?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. Let me check it. I got it all written down though. Hold on a second.
Not that he's lying per se. I just want to remember the whole.
Let's see the ring. Okay, here we go. No, this is someone's lying. I don't lie. Communication. Nope. It's automatic. No save.
Okay. Okay. So everything he told you is the truth.
Okay. So same thing the lady said. I mentioned that this woman who brought us here had mentioned that she saw combatants fighting down below amongst the dragon's breath.
Yes, the dragon has followers and a rider, and they slew many of our people. And I don't know. They were mixed. They were dragon type people. They were kobolds.
Were there
was
elves
some-
amongst them?
Well, I'm not sure of. Now he's lying.
I see. Okay. I say we have been gathering information ourselves outside of the misty forest here, and I don't know if you know who we are. I doubt you do, but we have dealt with several dragons. We are here to remove it, and we are upon reliable information that he does have elven allies that are helping him, and it would be very useful for us to know which elves these are, what village they come from, what number they have. This is a military operation, obviously. Anything you could give us would be helpful. And as I do that, I look at him quite sternly, knowingly even, and let me do an intimidation check. 21.
Okay. So Galen looks at you, and he's very sternly as well. And he's like, I just buried my wife. I understand this threat more than you. My home has been destroyed. My people are dying. Our leader has been killed. And I had just buried my wife. I think I've spent enough time talking to you today. Thank you.
All
Good
right.
day.
I walk away, and as I'm doing loud enough so he can hear, I say to the others, he cannot be trusted. He may be a traitor. Intentionally that he could hear it.
You, sir, have worn out your welcome.
And
Here in
you are a
Atlan.
liar.
You may leave Ark Village immediately. Guards! Boom, boom, boom.
All right. So we found
Well,
the traitors. Here they are. That was quick. Sweet. Zach, you should kill them all.
Yeah, because I'm a murderer. I just murder people for no reason.
You do?
Even if they are traitors, it's like that's not a good enough reason for me just to murder people.
Well,
Sure,
they might be in
Uh,
league
now-
with the dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to have proof of that. I can't just. I'm just gonna. You could ask Dracul. He has no problem.
Oh,
Elsa
I
started
was
to
joking.
round-
I was joking.
So now there's sentries on these walkways, and arrows are pointed down at you. And Declan's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? He looks
He
at
is
you,
lying.
Nicodemus.
I look right at Declan, say it loudly. His people are dead. And I say this loudly so everybody can hear. His people are dead, dying. We're here to help them. And he lies to us. He lies to the Emerald Enclave. He lies to the Alliance. And he lies to his own damn people.
You have the tact of a Roomvarax, you know that?
Yes.
There are other ways.
Are there?
No, please put your arrows down. We don't want further bloodshed. Not killing these people. What do you think's going to happen now?
I was trying to speak to make a charisma check versus the other elves, because there must be other people here that know he's a liar.
There may be. So go ahead.
So I continue my pontificating. And
No, your charisma check.
Oh, you just want to make the roll. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
My persuasion check. Yeah, hold on a second here. 28.
Okay. The one woman that you helped, she leans out. She leans out her window. She says, "Galen, I heard you went out into the woods the night before the attack. What happened?"
Oh.
And then another guy goes, "I've heard the same thing too, Galen, but you won't respond to us about it." And he says, "I've bled for you. My wife is dead. I don't need these accusations. I've done everything. I've given up everything for this village. This is our home. And they come in here and accuse me of lying." Let's see how he rolls. But he gets advantage because he is the warden. Fuck. Natural 20. So not everyone.
Damn.
There's a contest going on, and now you have people starting to argue. What do you do? The plot thickens.
Yeah. So the truth comes out. You have been in league with the cult of the dragons. How could you do that? Sacrifice your own wife and your own people? You are disgusting, sir.
Okay.
Oh man, this is
Dang.
good.
What, you want to make another roll? This is an opposed roll, so let me make another roll.
Yeah.
That one is 26.
Okay.
Should I roll my initiative now or later?
No. I'll tell you when. This is good. I was looking for my die. Okay. It's not going to be at advantage. Let's see. I rolled an 18. And even if you had you said 27?
26. Yeah, I rolled a 16. I get plus 10 on my rolls.
Yeah, he's not going to have a plus 8 to tie you. So he's definitely not going to be able. And at that point, he drops to his knees and he starts shaking like he's in shock. And he's doing that crying where it's like no vocalizations coming out, but his face is in utter anguish. And then he lets his wail. He's like, he grabs the dirt with his hand as he drops down on all fours. And he's like, he told me he would spare us. He told me he would spare the rest of us. I didn't want any more death.
And you trusted him. Tisk.
And he's just heaving, man. I mean, like someone who's full on grief just exploding out, man. He is sobbing in front of everybody in town. He's like, remember when you were a little kid and you would cry and like your whole body would just go numb? You'd be so just wrought. That's what he's going through. He's like, he lifts his head up and his hands are out and he's just sobbing, looks pitiful. And then the Brunner comes up to him and puts his hands on his shoulders and picks him up and hugs him. And it says, Galen. Oh, brother. This pain is so deep. Let's sit down. And he takes him back into his office.
This is the Emerald
people
Enclave guy?
No, this is the brother of Galen.
I see. Okay.
And the people, the sentries, they're just, their hands are no longer on their arrows. Everyone's just stunned by what's happened. You've just rocked this whole village. It's just to their core.
It's my job. I take a bow.
Then Ursa looks at you. She lifts her fingers up. Her hand tells you to pause. And she goes in and looks at Leroy and shakes you to get come on, follow me. Look.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do so.
No, not you. She puts her hands up, tells you to stop.
You
pause.
stop. Come with her. All right. So.
Okay.
I'm just enjoying the show.
Yeah, you are. You're like fucking what else? They're not even worth. Yeah, actually,
it's a fair argument. It is.
You better be disguised. Drow in the what else?
So you guys go into Galen's office, and that raven in the corner just starts flapping its wings, like it's trying to get out of the cage. And he spills his guts to you guys while he's recovering, and he says, in the thick of the battle, he was face to face with Nurenvain, the Worm Speaker. The son, the exiled son, the presumed dead of King Melanarch. He gave me an offer, agreeing to spare and leave the rest of our village intact for information on the other settlements.
All right, I need to have that name. Could
That
you say that again?
Neronvain, like Neronvain, Neronvain, Neronvain. He says,
that's
I don't know.
And that's
he recognized. He recognizes him, but he doesn't think anyone will believe him. That's the son. That's the exile. He's supposed to be dead. He's the lost prince, who was exiled and killed.
Prince of Melanarch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I had an idea.
And he said, and he's had to meet with him.
Thank you.
3 times. But now he knows that he knows he's going to know. He will be back. He will kill us all now. He has spies throughout this entire forest. But I could tell you, I don't know. Well, I don't know where they are exactly, but they fly off southeast, and his clothes are usually sopping completely wet when he comes to see me, as is the dragon's.
Huh. Okay.
Pot says, "Roll a d20 to see if Raven tastes like chicken."
There you go. So
Everything tastes like chicken. Except chickens, oddly enough.
oddly enough, yeah.
I was just thinking, now that we know his son is alive, and like, if we could prove to the king that his son is alive, or that we found his son working with the dragons, and then, I mean, here's thought. Now that you know he's
Well, are you
alive,
saying this? You're out of character.
no, out
So
of
are you the
character.
metagamer?
You guys wouldn't know this. Yeah, this is just more
Yeah.
out of character saying,
Right.
but like, could technically, I do have the ability to scry, and I mean,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, dude. And I mean, we could just go and deal with it directly to a Melanarch, but I'm not going to be able to bully myself through a charisma check in that meeting.
no, but I'm not saying you have to bully. I'm just saying like, he knows, he's very familiar with his son, or like, I'm sure there's plenty of people there who would know his son and probably have a better chance of scrying than I would. But if we know that he's alive, then we could say your son. We could basically give that information. Like, check scry. If your son is alive, though, then you need to help us. Because we found his lost son, and he's working with the dragons.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we go and, after this whole conversation and healing and stuff is done, should we go to the King Melanarch, or should we just hunt and kill the dragon?
But we are already here.
Yeah.
Well, Melanarch's not in this town, is he?
No. But I'm
No,
saying we're
no.
already here in the forest, so we would have to leave the forest even to make it back.
No, that's fair.
I don't know.
But
Well,
Melanarch,
you'd have to be able to meet with Melanarch. So
Yeah.
depending on how it depends on his transportation back from Waterdeep. If
Yeah,
he's still in
true.
Waterdeep or if he's not, you don't know.
that's true.
You have to find that out. And yeah, Melanarch hates your guts, so you got to be able to
We're just
prove
gonna
it.
have to kill this dragon.
Yeah, just kill the dragon.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
All right, let's go kill something.
I mean, get
Yeah.
gas masks. I mean, I'm resistant to poison and all, but
Oh, and it's not just poison; it's chlorine gas, brother. Yeah. Well, I guess
Either way,
well, you said something about
Either way.
metal
It's all-
masks, right? Is that not what they
it's
were
all
wearing? Gas
poison.
masks.
No, that's the Mask of the Worm speakers. They, each one has one, and it's very important.
we could always try and steal his mask
Heh.
and put him in the same situation as the other guy.
Yeah. Draw
Yeah.
him out, as it were. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But either way, let's go. Maybe we can accidentally run into a group of enemies and have a little combat the last half hour.
Yeah. Potts wants a fireball, so we got to get that somehow.
That's true.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yeah.
gotta have a fireball.
Plus, Dracul needs to try out his new weapons.
We have a
Yep.
flame strike in the party too now.
What?
Your lady.
Yeah.
Okay, so so as the day progresses, you get the evening meal. In the past, the people would take care of their own meals, but during this, the rationing, they're putting things together. They have an evening meal, and they go into their reception hall, their common area, and it's this beautifully ornate, large built festival hall that's like in the top of the tree. So you're really high up in the sky right now, or as far from the forest floor, anyways, and there are banquet tables put out, and a meager meal is put out for the surviving 50 people out of 150 or so that have. And they are they're all there. They came up with ways to bring people there. The Galen is there. He's being consoled by people, even though he's did betray a lot of people. There's a lot of people were happy that this was over with. Now the other villages haven't heard the news and they're not even there. So there's a lot of actually those villages were completely wiped out. Well, you don't know that. Sorry, so never mind. We'll go back. Yeah, you do from Declan. Her son needs to do her healing.
Yeah, and she sets up another beacon around her, which I think is like 10 minutes or something like that, and she just starts casting mass heal. And then she
Awesome.
goes into a word of healing prayer.
Okay. So you don't need to roll. We'll just say, these people are just, plus she's a life healer or life domain. So these people get healed. There's all kinds of rejoice. Their spirits have been lifted by her spell casting and her prayers. And, for the first time since you've been here, which isn't actually been that long, there's that doom and gloom that just was pervasive. It seems to be temporarily lifted until this high is over and they come crashing back down to reality.
Aw.
Sunnis and their drug spells. So
Jeff wants to know if there are pumpernickel rolls at this meal. I think there should be.
Well, yeah, no.
And he's very excited about Flame Strike. Oh goodness.
Yeah, Flame Strike is awesome.
It is awesome. Yeah.
So that is done, and you guys need to work up a plan. What are you gonna do?
Well, we sleep the night here. I'm assuming we can.
Okay. Yeah, you can.
During the meal, however, I go up much gentler than I was before to Galen in front of everybody. I'm not doing this secretly. And I say,
okay,
I understand the stress you were under. I truly do. But we are here to kill a dragon, and I need all the information I can get. Would you mind if I could plumb your mind so I may see the dragon and its rider myself?
He breathes heavily, and he's like, yes, and kill my torturer, and whatever you can do to end this torment.
So I detect thoughts on him, and I delve in and get the information I need regarding the dragon and its rider.
You're blasted by a wave of grief. This man's grief is just overbearing, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Okay. It's a 16.
16. Okay. You feel grief. You feel like you've lost something, even though that's not real. But right now, it's just oppressive as you were sorting through his memories. Okay. You see the attack. You know that he had that the combatants were like lizardmen and kobolds. Possibly you do see what it could have been Resmir.
Ooh.
In here. Some creatures similar to her.
I'm assuming that they're not moving
of that
amongst
species.
The dragon's breath, right?
No. What happened? The ground had cleared out.
Yeah. Okay.
There's dead people all over the ground. No, they may have actually wafted through some of it. Honestly, the half dragons came in first and started slaughtering anyone who was on the ground who was still moving, and then came in lizard folk and kobolds. Galen was fighting, and at that time, the strongest memory is when you saw what is it? Let me get a cool picture. This in his face.
And can I make a Arcana roll to kind of assess the age or size of this dragon?
Sure.
Let's see. 13.
It's an adult. It's with that. It's overall age. You can't tell, but yeah.
Okay.
But you can tell it's not a wormling and it's not an ancient. Okay. So you're out. And yeah, you have residual pangs of guilt now, and which makes this even more personal. Now it's personal.
Now it's personal.
Yeah, you feel like you've just buried your family.
Aw.
Yeah, even though it's not true, man, but it's still messing with you.
That's
There's
okay. I'll just
you-
console myself with the girls. That's all right.
Yeah. So you may plumb my mind for one small time, one fee. All right. So then, let's see what happens during the night. Who's taking? You guys are going to sit in your hut. You're going to take a watch. The hut's going to help you against the dragon. I'll tell you that.
No, it's not.
What are you doing?
I mean, I'll still put up the magic mouths around the perimeter, to react if anything besides us comes within range. I mean, I will still put up the hut. It's smart to have the hut. But if one of you guys want to stay up, watch from inside the hut and take shifts, you can always do that.
I
It's up to you.
I will take a watch. Yeah. I and the girls, I guess, will take the watch of the night.
Okay. So after there's really nothing happens through this night.
Okay.
It's the next day. And there is jerky. 15. The wizard wakes up lucid and soiled.
Oh God.
Damn, not again.
Wake up to that smell. It's
Aw.
right.
You never get used to it. What happened yesterday? Oh, what's been going on?
Wow.
You ate a biscuit made that's that's probably why you sold yourself. It's because you ate a biscuit that's yeah.
I don't understand, and I don't think I want
You,
to.
what is the bread called? What is it called?
This is
Right.
Just
Whey
a whey
bread.
bread.
Oh, okay.
Pumpernickel
you ate
whey
one of
bread.
those in one bite. The whole thing.
What? Oh God, that's what
Yeah, you will in about 12 hours. You will be making a Constitution save. So
Oh,
Fair enough.
yeah,
All right. Well, yeah. I obviously, you guys tell me
let's-
everything. Keep moving. I would assume.
Okay, so
Okay.
what we need to do is figure out where they're coming from. We have a hint that they were wet, so I guess we need to ask some of the guards, our local people, maybe a ranger if they have one here, where bodies of water are. I'm sure there are
We
many,
still
but
have our ranger. I would
we
assume he
do.
would have
But
come with us.
I'm assuming that a local would know exactly where what is, and I'm sure there's a ranger amongst these wood elves.
So yeah, just give me an investigation check. See if there's anyone in town right now.
Dracul.
That's a ranger.
I don't have the skill.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
group investigation. All you guys are asking, so everyone roll.
All right.
Okay.
I've got good investigation anyway.
Oh, you
so,
do. They're the one with investigation. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Ooh, I got a
Yeah,
whole
that's
6.
a
I was lazy.
27.
Nice.
That'll work. Yeah, someone said you were looking to talk to a ranger of the Misty Force. I fit that bill. Hi, I'm
Yes,
Roland.
Roland.
Roland
Okay.
comes up to you, and he's a young man, and he's wearing his elvish green outfit, different shades of greens and browns, and his cloak and leathers. And he's got a bow made out of like antler horn, and this nice just demeanor comes up and says, what could I do for the doomed cats?
We need
Are
to
there
track.
any? Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
are there any bodies of water nearby? Anything worth noting? I yeah,
Well,
asked about bodies of water.
yes, we have small rivers and streams and pools, and there's lots of different bodies of water. This is a very wet forest. Is there something particular that you're?
Any of them that you know about?
And
Could you give me could you give me information on how to get to them?
Or a
maybe
map
if you
of the
give me a.
forest.
I know we have no maps. We don't write it all down. This is our. We
Mhm.
pass it along.
Rangers.
That way.
We're looking.
That way we don't. The outsiders don't get a hold of our maps. But why are you looking? Maybe
We're
I can
looking
help
to
you.
track the dragon, and he and its rider was dripping wet when they made the attack upon the village. So it must be nearby, and it must be large enough to not only hold a dragon, but to hold a subterranean area, I would assume.
Like a waterfall, is it? Like a cave behind a
Yeah.
waterfall or something?
Good point. Yeah.
Well, if you go, let me see. Yeah, there is a few places that could a green dragon could dwell in, but they're out of my range in areas that I cover. But I do know of them. It will take you through some of the devastated towns and villages.
Yeah, but
But
it can't be so far because the dragon and the rider were dripping wet, so it must be near. If they had flown any
there's
distance, they would not be wet.
well, yes and
Good
no. I
point.
mean, this is a very wet forest that takes forever to dry out. I mean,
Oh,
it's.
fair enough.
Well, if you're flying through the air,
I mean, I'm not trying to contradict anything. I understand what you're saying. I've
You
been
said there was
racking my
storm
brain to
clouds
think
and
of.
stuff everywhere, right? Is that all over this forest or just in a specific area?
Well, as you say that, you hear the thunderclap, and now it starts to rain. See what I mean?
Okay, fair enough.
No, it rains really frequently in here. But
Okay.
I understand what you guys are
Wales.
saying. And I'm thinking if you go, yeah, Wales. Let me pull up that map of the forest. Okay. All right. He's like, if you get closer to the moors, the forest is getting very wicked over there, from what other rangers have told me. So if you head to the west or east, head to the east. The ranger gets it mixed up just like I do. No, I would say southeast. There are some large that run off where the moor runs off into the forest, and there's quite a bit of large pools over in that area, and waterfalls could be there also. So, does that help you? I hope.
Yeah, it does.
It's a direction.
It's a direction. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Ooh, pretty forest. All right. So you guys start heading off.
Leroy, tip them. That's what you do.
Everybody gets a silver piece.
Oh,
And you get a silver piece, and you get a silver piece.
But the thing is, I ask how many people live there. How many people are in that village? And
there's like 50 people left.
Oh, there's only 50? Then I just leave a bag of 50 gold coins, and I put it somewhere where the one person there that's gonna find it is gonna actually distribute it amongst the people. I don't want them to know that it was me. I just want to be able to drop something really nice for them to get back on their feet. You know what I mean?
Okay, give me a
Leroy
perception
of
check.
the golden coin. He's got a new nickname.
Woo!
There's gonna be some elven courier running up to you.
Perception check, Leroy.
I know.
You're doing it. All right.
Yeah, it's a 20.
Never forget. You don't use real dice. A 20? All right. Yeah.
20.
You find a spot where you think, you're like, that lady we helped earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she seemed like a really good person. I bet she would give the money out.
And I tell her not to tell a single soul that it was me that did this. Just
Oh, I thought you were gonna put it somewhere just to where she finds it.
yeah, that's right. I'll put it under her sink or something, or I don't know what she has in a cupboard that.
Okay.
Like,
So you go
her-
into her house. Give me a stealth check.
Ah, shit.
Put it under her ill son.
Yeah, right.
Disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
Here's a
Every
hard
stealth check
one.
is that for you.
Oh,
See,
come
As long as you're
on.
wearing armor, it's at
I can't
disadvantage.
strip down and go do it. Can't give it to. No, I can't give it to. He'll
It's
just-
not
You already
easy being
say
Santa,
what
brother.
you're gonna do.
Just wander in this lady's house naked.
All right, that's 12. 12 sneak.
Your
Okay.
boy needs a father.
You walk into her house, and you're on the ground floor. There's really just an entryway here, and you want to find like a. You start looking around, trying to find a place to put it. When you hear her say, "Is someone there?" She comes down the stairs. Sir Jenkins, what can I do for you, sir?
Oh, I just we're about to leave,
And
and I was wondering if I could just grab one more biscuit for the wizard.
You were going to put a biscuit in that sack that you're holding?
No. This the sack is it's damn it, and I just drop the bag and I run.
And right as soon as you start taking off, she's holding the whole basket of whey bread that she was going to give you,
Oh,
and she sees she sees the gold spill out,
That is
and
the
she
smoothest
drops.
move.
Yeah.
and she now out you go. Okay. And she says, "Well, yeah, right. Never mind. We'll stop there."
That's
So
our Leroy.
yes.
Leroy.
And I just yell out,
There's another-
Leroy Jenkins as I'm running in the distance.
Okay, they get 200 XP for that. That's great.
Aw.
Cool. Oh, by the way, well, never mind. I'll ask it later. 200.
Yeah, I'll give you guys that after this.
Yeah.
For last week. Yeah, I didn't give you XP. We'll do it after this.
Actually,
Okay,
so
we've
you
got a
guys-
couple of weeks of role playing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Let's
you guys travel through
kill.
the forest, so let's see, how long does that silly spell last? Someone look up Pass Without Trace for me. But everyone give me a stealth roll plus 10. And Leroy at disadvantage.
Damn it, you. Oh, actually, that's.
There's no one
Wow.
here but us naked paladins.
I got a 20 and a 17. So 27.
Awesome.
27.
You found these patches of moss and you're stepping from piece to piece, so it's like it's spongy and it's absorbing like your footsteps, and and you start stuffing some in between some of the joints of your plate mail,
I'm getting dirty.
and you're
It's
like,
a
"Yes."
1 hour spell, by the
Now
way.
you look like
It's only 1
Okay.
hour, so most of the trip we're not going to be able to do it. Oh no! I guess we might have combat. Oh no!
and just as you're going through it, the clown raises his hand up and he points to his ear, and you guys hear this. And actually, this is after you've traveled an hour, actually 2 hours, because he cast it again. You hear the crunch of a large tree, followed by a voice crying out, "Ah! Ah! I'm dying! Help me!"
Someone's having fun.
My chicken should be out ahead of us. What does it see?
Oh, you're sending your chicken out? Well, you can't
Well,
just say it should be. You have to let me know. I
Oh,
can't
you're
just
right.
assume
You're
that
right.
you're
You're
gonna
right.
do
You're
it.
right. You're right. I'm sorry. Well, I did have my chicken. I did specify that I have my chicken.
Yeah, you have your
Um,
chicken.
So
So then
I'm
you send your
going-
chicken out?
Yeah, I'm going to have my chicken dash forward to see what's going on.
Baka!
Okay,
Yes.
so your chicken waddles out, starts running, and it sees an old lady under a fallen tree.
Oh, sorry.
I fallen and I can't get up. D&D version.
And she looks in bad shape.
I run up to her and I tell her everything's going to be okay. And how heavy is this tree? How heavy is it?
You run up to her? Okay. So
Well,
I look
clang,
over
clang,
at the
clang, clang,
girls
clang,
and I say 10 to 1 he gets eaten.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the chicken's for.
It's heavy. You live. Okay, give me a strength check. Roll and add your strength, and you could use athletics for this.
Can the chicken assist?
Ooh.
The chicken can.
Chicken is. I'm staying in the shadows.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the smart
Give me a
one.
strength check for the chicken.
All right. I don't know what its strength is, but it's probably terrible. Oh wow! I rolled a 19, but it's probably has like negative a bunch for the.
The
its
chicken
strength.
does nothing.
Yes, I would assume
It doesn't matter.
I
It
just,
just
Thanks
has
a
no
bit.
strength. But it's the thought that counts. All right, Leroy, what'd you get?
18.
18. All right, man, this thing is freaking heavy. And she's like, the whole time you can see like blood is coming out of her mouth, and she's like, "Help me!" And Declan's like, "Well, shit, if it hadn't killed him already, it would have killed him by now." He puts his bow over his shoulder, comes out to help you. He's like, "All right, together then, huh?"
Mm-hmm. And also, I'm
All
yelling.
right, give me another strength check.
Also, at this time, I'm yelling at Chester to be like, help in like his telekinesis. You know?
Yeah, no, I'm really aware I can lift the thing easily. That's not the point. I've lifted up in the air a little bit, looking for the thing that knocked the tree down.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
Yeah.
How did you end up under a tree on your own in the middle of a forest?
Well, either something.
Well,
knocked
give
it
me
over
another
or
strength
she's
check.
she's
I'm
a lure.
17.
Okay. And he rolled a 5.
Wow. You suck.
Yeah. So you go to see. You're levitating in the air, just kind of watching.
Well, I'm looking for
looking.
the threat. Yes, I am. I'm actively searching.
Okay. Perception.
Oh, I do that so well.
And are you still
11.
trying to be stealth?
Woohoo!
11.
I'm still stealthy
I
as
mean, I
well.
don't
Yeah.
make noise, but they can see me quite clearly. I'm not very stealthy.
No,
if
if you're moving, yeah. If you're not trying to hide, then there's no stealth. If you're trying to hide now, give me a stealth
I'm not.
check.
I'm up in the middle of the air. I'm easy to see. Yeah.
I know.
I
I'm
am.
talking to Dracul. So stealth check, but you don't get the bonus with right now because he's moved out
I
of your
just get
range.
my own bonuses. I get my
yeah. You don't get no
Yeah.
bonus.
So yeah, it's okay then. 25.
Okay, so you are 25 stealth. All right. So no, you don't see a threat. You're not sure what to Nicodemus. You don't see the threat. You're not sure what broke this tree, but the tree, it could be because of its age. You don't know.
I think the woman is the threat, actually, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm staying where I am.
Okay. Give me another strength check.
Another one?
Yeah, one more.
Okay. All right,
The con
9.
helps you. Oh my god.
This time I'm
Hey,
tired.
Okay.
I've already
You
tried
know
this
what?
card 2 times.
Okay.
This time
here.
you drop the tree
Hey,
on top.
Hold on.
Well,
Hold
I was raising the DC, but Declan
on.
rolled. No, I'm not done. Declan rolled a natural 20.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
Yeah.
Enclave in the
And
house.
actually, I was rolling at disadvantage for him, because it's getting harder for him. He's not a big buff guy, and I rolled 2 20s. So,
Jesus.
dude, yeah, you guys lift this tree up. She is able to scuttle out from underneath. Now, what were you gonna say, GOP?
I was going to turn into a T-Rex and just clamp down on the thing and pick it up. But
okay.
since he
Sorry.
already did that, never mind.
Yeah, well, you could save the spell.
Yeah, true.
As soon as the tree gets moved, she gets out from under it, and she sits up on the tree, and she says, "Ah." She puts her hands on you, Leroy. She says, and puts another hand on Declan. She says, "It's so rare to find good heroes in this forest. There's evil everywhere. It
you
sneaks
guys are
up on
fucked.
you when you least expect
Yep.
it."
He's evil. Yeah, it's so obviously evil.
Okay, I do detect evil, good and evil on her.
I think she's
Well-
doing the thing.
Well, let her finish. Let her. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna let her finish. I do detect good and evil.
But you,
Oh,
it
it's
takes
so
all
damn
your
close.
effort. Like even though you put yourself at risk, and you chose to free this woman. As soon as as soon as like the tree's off of her, the tree begins to rise on its own,
Oh.
and two other trees nearby shift around in the background, like shift forward towards you. And then she stands up, brushes off the dirt, puts her hands on her hips, and her form changes into a young looking adult female elf.
The ends
And she
are
says-
going into war.
And she says, how many might fall back in fear at the sight of a stranger in the woods, or think first of their own safety before helping another? I grant you my blessing, and may your hearts prove true where others fear to tread. And at that, she picks flowers from her hair and makes a garland into it, and makes another garland. Almost like by magic, by like druidcraft, this one flower starts to become many, and as she twists and turns them into these garlands. And she lays a garland around your neck and around Declan's neck, turns into an owl, and flies away.
Hell yeah!
Well, that was not what I was expecting at all.
Me neither.
Yes, it pays
But,
to be nice sometimes.
Yeah,
I thought it was fireball.
I got a
time.
lay.
I was expecting.
You
a fight.
did get
Never
laid.
mind.
Yeah.
Got a lay.
Finally.
Not laid. Lay. My guy is still a virgin, apparently. So-
Apparently. Yeah.
Apparently.
And so Declan looks at you and it's like, fuck yeah, dude. We're dope.
We fist bump. We fist bump. We fist bump.
Fist bump. All right, roll stealth again. And
Damn it.
he's like, he casts another. His spell, he has concentration on it, so he's able to keep it up. That's why he's rolling at disadvantage for a strength check. But here we go. All right, go ahead.
18.
18. Everybody,
14.
I'm sure you're all going to be good with this, but just tell me if you crit, if you fail.
Or I'm sorry.
If you don't hit a 1,
Oh, is this with his plus?
yeah,
Oh, no, I'm
plus
sorry.
10.
17. 14.
Exactly.
I got a 7. Harrison rolled well.
You got to. Okay. So as Nicodemus is going through, he's floating along.
I'm too shiny. Too beautiful.
Yeah. No, you're looking at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
As you totally just brush across a bunch of branches. Right? And they crack and they make some noise. And then as you're floating on, you feel something holding you back, and you look back and you see some webs from this tree.
Yay!
And as you
I mean,
do,
oh no.
Declan stops and he says, yeah, I think we're getting close. Because he looks up and he points towards you guys. And in front of you, the woods are thick with webbing.
Oh, great.
And that's where we'll end here tonight.
I know how I can clear all that webbing away.
Yeah, yeah, just
Yeah, we can deal with that. Yeah.
Fireball!
Yeah.
But this area is like dense with mist, and now there's webs in there, and it's very difficult to see. The vision is obscured with the thick foliage, the webs, and the mist and fog that is floating throughout and permeating the forest. The
It's
end.
gonna be
All tune
end.
back next week to find out what happens to our great party as they saunter on into the lair of the dragon.
More dragons.
Literally.
Got to. I
Mhm.
wonder how many dragons we have to kill throughout this campaign. We've already killed 3.
all
And
of
I don't
them.
know, but
At
we're
least one of every
dwindling in
color.
party members.
No, we.
I want you
killed
guys to
3.
fight every kind of dragon, every kind
Even the good ones?
of evil
Yeah,
dragon.
kill the gold one
There we
last.
But no, I want to. Yeah, it would be cool. Every single kind of like core dragon makes its appearance in the story, so that'll be fun if we do that. Just to say we did it.
And it's cool too
Mhm.
because each color will be useful for stat bumps to different members of the party. Yeah, it's kind of cool
Yeah,
that way. Yeah.
yeah, and actually, I found another thing for stat bumps too, which would be cool. Magic tattoos
Oh yeah, and you
So
also got
those
the
are-
tomes as well, right?
and
They're
tomes. Yeah,
things that can make your stats go past +5. Is that just
Yes.
the maximum
Well-
No,
regardless?
that's right. Yeah, past 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
okay,
all
cool.
Yeah.
Are we all gonna get tribal tattoos? Is that how it's gonna go?
That's
Yeah,
how
we're
we're
gonna
gonna go.
I mean, they're expensive. You got to have like $5,000 worth of crushed gems. But depending on the gem, that's the result of the tattoo. Like you can get one with resistance to fire or resistance to poison, that kind of stuff too, as well as stat bumps.
Leroy's gonna get a tramp stamp.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I get one on my
No,
shoulder,
well-
and it better be stone skin, something
Oh no,
like
it's
that.
Well-
definitely gonna have to. It'll have to be a tramp stamp that says "Easy Rider." Yeah.
No, I think actually RSTD is going to need one that's resistance to fire after eating all that whey bread. So
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but no, I rolled 2 20s on that strength tech. That was crazy. But anyways, thanks again everyone for coming. Also putting it out there, we're looking for one or two more players. So if anyone's interested, see us in the Discord and we'll see what works out. And if you just want to give it a shot one night and we want to do a guest character, that would be fun too. I'd
Yeah.
put that out there for the community. I'd love to have a guest, for a night or two if they want to give that a shot. But yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. Well, thank
We
you guys
want
very
to have
much.
you.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. Yeah, we're having a good time. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting to watch, but it's a lot more fun to be part of it and play and make decisions and all that kind of stuff. That's a great thing about role playing. But thank you all very much. Tomorrow is off. We will be back on Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will be doing Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League. Yeah. That's,
The
wow.
Justice League. Okay.
yes. Yeah, I had to
Not the
clarify that a little bit. But other than that, thank you guys very much, and later.
Bye bye.